Have you ever been to Brentwood?
I touch that fire for you. I do that 3 4 times a day. I testify for you. I told that lie to that bitch like you. All of them around you scared of you. I'm not. Long as you joking that way for me, I got it. I'm just keeping doing. I Joe bodies. Long as you dreaming about me, ain't no problem. I don't got nobody just with you right now. To the truth, I look better under you. I can't lose when I'm with you. How can I lose and miss the moment? You just too important. Nobody like you do. I can't lose when I'm with you. I can't just lose and miss the moment. You just too important. Nobody like you do. You know. In the block, I ride with you. I feel like Scarface. The boy bitch with the baba beam.
I ain't even turn it down that low. Hey, I wanted to start the live off with this song because I get a lot of questions about this song. So y'all screenshot this, okay? The ones that ask. This is on SoundCloud. That part. Okay. We done skipped to the end of the first book that we was reading or going through. Cause I am so confused. But you know what? It feels like I'm having deja vu because I knew something like this was gonna happen. I'm having deja vu, but I'm trying to catch up. I'm really trying to catch up because every time I look at a video, it's like 4 hours. One is 3 hours. One is 2 hours, and I'm like, okay, which one should I watch? So I went for two because hers is like um, she just got straight into the point of what's really going on. So I think hers. Where is it? I had it pulled up. Hers is okay. Hers is an hour, 56 minutes. We are, and I'm trying to figure out like where did we go wrong? Like what happened? What happened?
I get those goosebumps every time you come around, yeah. You ease my mind, you make everything feel
Yeah.
fine. Worry about those comments. I'm
See, I be
pushing
trying to
through
catch
the
stuff at the end of the
feelings
day
in
because
your
my days be
voice.
so busy.
I get those goosebumps
Monday
every
through
time
Friday,
I need the Heimlich. Throw that to the
my days
side,
be
oh,
so busy. And then my daughter is a
I
senior,
get
so
those
I really
goosebumps every
can't.
time
Right now is like
you
prom
come around
season,
me. Throw that to the side, oh. I
graduation,
get
trying to get
those
things
goosebumps
all
every time
situated. So I really haven't been able to catch people lives
when you
until the
cry,
end of the
lay your
night.
body on me.
And by the time I play it, I
Sipping low
fall
key,
asleep
I'm
on them because
flying.
it's
Sipping low key, I'm sipping low key and
so much. But
vibing.
then
I
today,
feel
while I
like
was at work,
I'm pulling up right
I'm just
beside you.
looking.
Pop star Lil
Hey,
Mariah.
Kristen.
Shake
So
something
I'm
in
just
the
looking. I'm
club.
like,
Throw a stack on the bar. Never Snapchat or took off.
Mocha,
She fall through faces
Kiwana,
around her getting
Janelle.
cheese. We at the top
Then I
of the
fast
top, but
forwarded a
we
little
ain't
bit and I
finished
heard
yet.
Janelle cussing. I'm like,
I
wait,
can't fuck with y'all.
this is not
And
Janelle.
I'm with my squad like
Janelle,
I
she's
do
the
no
most
more. Yeah,
unproblematic
sauce with
person
it,
of the
that's it.
bunch.
Don't get misinformed.
And for her to go
Yeah, we
off,
gon'
I'm like,
pull up
oh
on you.
yeah, it's something going on.
Yeah,
Something.
we gon' do some things you can't relate. Yeah, cause we from a
So
place
yeah, I
that you
just
cannot stay. Or you can't go. Or I don't know.
don't know
Or back the fuck up off me. I get those goosebumps every time you
what to
come
say,
around,
what
yeah.
or
You
where
ease
to
my
start.
mind, you make every
So this was 7 hours ago. I was trying to find the exact video that was on Mocha's page where this came from. Let me see if it's in Toots, like not her comments, but in her description if she links the video. But let's go back. Because I don't even know where to start. Like, where did this start? Like, I'm so confused. And then I saw Miss Parker going. Too was reacting to Miss Parker going off, so I was trying to go to Miss Parker page to see what video this was. I'm like, what? Okay. So let me change this, remove this, and share this video. Yeah, right here. This the one. Okay. Present. Okay, here it is. But yeah, I'm having deja vu. I am having deja vu because I just knew something was going to transpire. But I didn't think it was going to be all over the place. Like all over everybody's social media, like people turning this into content, but okay.
What it do? It's your girl Toot Night. I'm back with another video. Shout out to the family, man. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I do. Like, comment, share, subscribe. That's all you got to do to support the channel. And it's free 99. Now, listen, this is a very important month on Twitch for me. So, everybody that's on this YouTube, I need you to go and download the app.
Now, I skipped through it. I skipped through and I had got to like a little piece where Janelle was cursing. So I'm like, okay, I need to go back and listen to this whole thing because I've never heard Janelle react like that. So
I know y'all don't be want to do another new shit, but if you don't got Twitch, I need you to go over there now because I got to reach 6K this month. That's my goal. And y'all gonna help me. Now help me. Now look, tap in with Toot. It's my Twitchy. I'm gonna put it in this here comment section. You feel me? Now look, we finna get into this video. Shout out to Mocha Unfiltered. Mocha that came on here and talked. Beautiful person. You feel me? And it looks like that she was having a, you know what I'm saying, a sit down, just a little talking about Kawana and Janelle. It looked like they were talking about Naziah and some things, you know what I'm saying, that the family experienced growing up, and that included. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people were sending me this here vid, so we're gonna get into it.
This thumbnail, baby. I look at you on this thumbnail.
Yeah. Everybody who partaked in this, they all should be burnt. Facts. All these people need to go straight to hell. Facts. Because there was too many children that got damaged. Naziah is missing, but the rest of these children are damaged for life.
Facts.
I agree. And then I'm gonna say,
and a lot of people don't even see it. I'm gonna tell you, the person who I've been thinking about a lot is Janiyah. You know, I can only imagine what she's going through because she was very close to Naziah. It was like a sister to her. She experienced some of the same traumas Naziah did. You dig what I mean? And then it's her mother and father that's the root of the issue. Like all of
Let me put a thumbnail up real quick.
Vari included.
Say Mocha, and a lot of people may not want to hear this, but there is, I've said it multiple times, there is family members that don't do social media, that live out of town, that don't follow them, that didn't see the post. You get what I'm saying? There's them. When it comes to the people that knew, everybody think, oh, the whole family. I hear that a lot. The whole
Kiwana, the men. Kiwana, the men in the family. Well, the men in the family, a couple of them knew about it. They ain't do shit. And then a lot of them knew about it. A lot of them knew about it and ignored it.
And that's always been a question. It's always women. Where are the men? Do they exist?
Well, it's a primary females, but there are men, but they didn't do nothing, or they didn't hear about it, or they didn't. I don't think nobody believed us personally, because when she, even after she went missing, I don't think nobody believed us until Kim Worthy came out and said all that stuff. And even then, they still didn't react. So it was like,
Wow.
basically, I'm gonna put it like this: one of the men in the family was telling me to stop. Don't do that. Don't go on the internet. Don't go on the talk on the news.
And that's because whoever that family member is, that's somebody that's close to Annette. It's like Annette has a it's like Annette has this grasp on many family members, and they're
Yeah.
okay with the shit that she's doing and the shit that she's done. And while I have you on the panel, let me ask this question.
I agree. I seen somebody in the comments saying that men, you know what I'm saying, are weak. And it's really not men are weak. It's just men don't know how to lead. They leading women astray instead of leading the way they supposed to. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. Now listen, I have a whole wife, and but I understand the dynamic and I understand the way it's supposed to be done. Men are not leading these households no more. So it's very hard for men to be respected. You dig? Women are taking on a brunt of a situation. So it's making the respect value in men decrease and decline. Now listen, don't hit me. It's some very good men out there. You know what I mean? But their images get ruined by these dummies. You know what I'm saying? It's sickening to me or whatever. But let's keep going.
What was Annette's upbringing like? What Annette's background? I mean, how was she, her people? Because this shit is sick.
So I've said it. I've said it a few times, Mocha. I do have a story to tell. And a lot of people I understand want to hear it. But I plan on having certain family members tell their story. I don't want to tell an adult story because that's not right. But she
Right.
did have. I can say this: she had a horrible upbringing, and she experienced a lot of things that would damage her. And I'm not making that an excuse.
Shani.
I can
I'm
tell.
just only saying that a lot of women in my family have had a hell of a hand, and so
I can tell.
it's been rough. I was born into a family that
And see, that's the point. I want to just bring something up because see, that's the reason why we do Sister Sunday. That's the reason why Sister Sunday was formed, just for that reason she said. A lot
Hey, y'all, should I go to Mocha's channel to get the full thing, or this starting point is good to where I can kind of know what is really going on? Hey, Denise, I'm trying to figure that out because I don't want to get put in the. I don't want to get just thrown out there in the middle, and I don't know what the hell, just going off of, you know what I'm saying?
of us, you know what I'm saying, has been dealt a fucked up hand in life. Preferably the black and brown girl childs, which is us. And see, the thing about it is with us, bro, we preyed on while we're babies. So sometimes trauma is introduced to us before we even understand what trauma really is. You dig what I mean? At first, it's just a normalcy because it's something that we adapted to in our household. But see, that's why people think that I'm the type of person that want to do kumbaya moments, and that's not it. I want women to connect just for that alone. If we're not bonded by anything else, we're bonded by traumas. You feel what I mean? Myself included. Like that goes for everyone. And that's why we got to be able to do better with each other, shawty. Like we just gonna experience things in different times. You know what I mean? Somebody gonna experience it when they 19, somebody gonna experience it when they 25. Nobody is dumb. Nobody. It's a lesson that has to be learned, but sometimes people just learn it quicker. It don't make the person that's going through it weak or dumb. She just ain't learned from it yet. So let's show her, shawty. Like instead of all this extra shit. You know what I mean? That's just how I feel. But let's keep going. This is actually seem like this is a very good conversation. But let's keep going.
that I wasn't able to choose my family, and a lot of the women in my family weren't able to choose their family, and hell,
Correct.
the men as well.
Correct.
She absolutely has a story, and I would love to see her come forward and speak about
Miss
that.
Parker in here?
Right.
And say,
She
hey,
has to heal some way because if not,
Miss Parker, what the fuck was going on? I was on one of them Valiums, not a Valium. I had a sleeping pill. I took me 2 Tylenol PMs and took me a couple shots and woke up to mayhem. We trying to figure it out now. We going to your live in a little bit. They got me going on a tour.
this shit will just continue recycling.
right, but
And
I'll
more
say this:
damage is gonna be
I
done.
make no excuse for no one, because again, I have my own story. Does it involve my mother's side? You know, because that was my mother's sister.
Right.
Again, I have a story to tell. It doesn't stop here. I'm just literally trying to keep the light on Isaiah. I don't want to come out telling my, like, why now? What I'm talking about me, the soul.
Facts.
But the
Heavy on keeping the light on Isaiah. And that's another reason why I don't really go live like that, because I know when I go down the rabbit holes, child, I end up on uncle cousin page from 2 years ago that probably don't even know them. Okay, so I just try to stay away from that. I try to stay focused on what is going on and the exact reason why we are here, because child, it can get real
sole
deep.
purpose of what we did and why we did it was to get justice for Nasiah.
Facts.
You know what
Correct.
I'm saying? Literally.
And I really can't speak on it. All I know is what I was told. Like I told you, Lynette is way older than me.
Okay, so
But I know.
is this something you want to talk about?
Huh?
I'm
Hey,
saying,
SD, welcome. SD, you there?
Hey, can you hear me?
I hear you.
Okay, I was trying to sign in. I couldn't do it from my phone. It was going to a whole nother account. So
Okay.
I had to get on my computer and sign in that way. But thanks for letting me join. I appreciate it.
No problem, sweetheart.
You hear me?
I hear you. We're able
Okay.
to hear you. Yes.
Yeah, so basically I heard it was only a few things that I heard because I was going back and forth trying to sign in, but I did hear Jarnell say something about her graduation day, and that was
Miss Parker, they SD arguing with Janelle and Kawana. They saying the fuck happened?
on purpose and done with malicious intent. I didn't remember that was your graduation day at all. We haven't spoken in weeks. That wasn't on purpose at all. It was simply me looking at old content, old interviews, and that is what drove me to go live and make make my commentary. It had nothing to do with you personally. I was not trying to attack you, and I made that very clear.
So you don't think it
It's
would have
just I
made
felt
sense for
like
you to reach out if you had any feelings or any thoughts that you needed to
Kiwana,
clear?
did you not block me? Did you not remove? Kiwana, I
sent
haven't
you an
spoken to you.
email.
Wait a damn! I know you fuck Kawana and SD arguing. What the fuck?
For
I
weeks,
sent
and were
you an
you
email.
not the
I called
one?
you multiple
Were you not
times.
the one? Were you not the one?
You asked me
Were
a
you
question,
not?
right?
You have not called me. Were you not the one?
I have called
Were you not the one?
Got the calls, and I sent you an email, and you know what I said in my email? I said I do not build relationships with people and bring them into my children's life. If you've been on the phone with my daughters, and then we just go. I said, what's the problem? Is there something wrong? And from there, you said, no, I just needed a mental
How did
break.
I go ghost? And I told you that I needed a mental
That
break.
was our last time.
How did I go ghost?
And then you went on.
How did I go ghost? I told you I needed a mental break. I told you I needed a mental break.
That's what you did.
I told you that I needed a mental break. I told you that I needed a mental break, and you responded, okay. I told you that I needed a mental
about me and Jarnell when you've been on three-way
you
calls with me
responded,
and Jarnell
okay.
for hours at a time.
And then you removed me. You removed me as a friend on TikTok. You did that. I didn't do that to you.
Do you have our number? Just ask
No,
the
you
question.
make it make sense.
Do you have
I didn't
our
do that
number?
to you.
Do you have our number?
Do you have
Do
my
you have
number?
our
Why
email?
did you send me an email if you got my number?
Y'all, what is going on? What happened? What live did SD do? Because I do not be watching lives no more. I just be tired at night. What is
Do you have because
Why did you send me an email if you got my number, which I have?
And I was like, is
that
she
I
okay?
did get an
I was
email
genuinely concerned if you were
from you.
okay.
I did.
I was genuinely
Mention
concerned if you were okay.
that.
That's
I
why
don't
I
have
sent
no
you email.
Was Janelle said
That's
she knew
why I
12
sent you
years
an
ago
email.
about Jarvis
That's
being a
why.
pedophile. That was it. If you knew 12 years ago that somebody was a pedophile, why was this nigga around the kid? That was my whole issue. And if you got a
couldn't have
problem
called
with
her
how I
and
feel,
asked
that's
that,
on you.
You
Y'all
couldn't have
can't-
called her and
and I
asked that.
said-
She
I think
spoke
that I
about
missed
that.
it
You
because
saw
I
her
wish that
speak
I would've
about
been
it.
asked
Why
y'all
was she
about that.
stopping answering your
I
question?
wish I would have been
Why was
asked
she
y'all
stopping
about why the
answering your
pedo was
question when we
around the
went on a
children
whole
for 12
interview to
fucking
talk about
years.
it? Why
I
was
don't
she
even know
stopping answering your
how
question?
I missed that. So nothing.
missed
When I
it.
was communicating with y'all, that was fucking
So
genuine.
everybody, be quiet,
You
Kiana.
and you and
Question you
Mark
want
too.
to ask.
My people.
y'all? What happened?
Kiwana,
You from my
be quiet.
and I'm
Okay,
just
so what exactly would you have done? Isis?
Why would they say that?
What
That's why.
exactly
And
would
I
you?
said, I haven't spoken to y'all in almost a month.
What exactly would you have done?
Because you got mad because I told you that I needed a mental break.
No, I didn't get
I don't
mad.
think she was mad about it. She actually called me genuinely concerned about you, saying she not answering the phone. I haven't heard from her.
And the next thing you know, you was on the internet dogging us
I can
out.
post the
You
whole
was
thread,
getting
sweetheart.
exactly what you asked us to
Hey, Kiwana, hold on. I'm not about to argue on no internet with nobody.
Because I'm gonna put you on.
Kiwana, be quiet.
We're not in a
No, don't argue with her.
Miss Parker. Mocha. What the fuck? Yo.
No.
It's gonna get clear.
We're not
I
here to
can't even
argue.
respond.
Okay,
We're not here to argue. Everybody's gonna take the time to speak their piece. No, there's no need to argue because the arguing is like we're gonna do it with the arguing. We're taking the focus off of the Nazaya, right?
Facts.
Okay, so
where this has gone, and it's just Mocha's personal opinion, where it's gone beyond Nazaya. It's become personal.
Facts.
And it shouldn't be personal. It shouldn't be personal. And we all could sing together, but it only takes one person to speak at a time, and we could do it respectfully.
I get fussed at when I said the same thing. I just be getting fussed at for no reason.
You know, because there's no need to disrespect one another, because to my understanding, at one point you all had a relationship. You all were able to talk. You all were able to get things out.
Facts.
You all was able to kumbaya together. So now it's not the time for you all to be arguing because, you know, y'all trying to get a point across, and you're not going to understand me. I'm not going to understand y'all, and nobody's going to understand y'all if everybody is screaming.
Facts.
And that's where we are.
Woo.
I want to answer the question. Then I want to ask a question. First of all, we never really went into detail how long I knew that Jarvis was a pedophile. I would like to know what exactly would you have done, because I did everything that I could do.
I mean, she really couldn't have did anything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, she did everything. I mean, in my personal opinion, and I mean, we said this 4 months ago. You know what I'm saying? But with Janelle, I feel like they did everything they could do. They reported the incident. We seen the CPS paperwork to confirm that. CPS did an investigation that they deemed wasn't important, so they got swept back up under the rug. Even when they tried to make it a point to get the children, Annette and them blocked them. I mean, it's really only so much they could have did from their side. And I mean, I feel like what they did do was all they could do at that particular time, especially understanding how everything panned out. I mean, Annette.
So they're arguing about being unfollowed on TikTok, and then her not. I don't know this.
Them had police on their side. I mean, there was a needle in a motherfucking haystack.
Hello? Is she still
SD,
there?
I'm here. Can y'all hear me?
I'm here.
Yes,
I'm seeing.
So as D Janelle asked you a question just now. And right now it's like it's not a good look. Honestly, it's not a good look. You know, the going back and forth.
Man, are you
Yeah, I'm
serious?
not about to argue about
Yeah,
that. And I
it's
did what I
definitely
did.
not a good look because you guys have been on SD's panel and you know y'all spoke
I'm not
several
gonna-
times. Yeah, and y'all gave information, you know,
Yeah, I
something that the people could use.
how I felt.
And to be arguing right
Damn.
now, it makes no sense to me.
Yeah.
It makes no sense because I mean, what's the point, you know? I mean, if there's something that could be rectified, Mocha actually encourages it. If it could be rectified, I encourage that. You know, but to be going back and forth and nothing.
See, I caught it when Janelle was cussing, so I really want to know what she was going off about because she was going off. I think she even caused. Yeah.
Nothing is being ironed out and nothing is really coming out of it to argue. But everybody has an opinion, everybody has a point, and everybody's feelings are valid. But it's not gonna tell us where Nazaya is.
That's true. And I've just been in total support of just that, honestly.
Right. And supporting her and supporting us. 'cause
I'm not
we're the
mad at
reason-
either.
We're the
You wanna
reason that
y'all
there's a
keep wanting
story at
to turn
all.
down, okay?
I'm not,
You know, I'm really not.
angry at
And
you
I
either,
wanted
but
to
I
make
don't
sure-
like. But I just feel like this is what I feel like. One, you posted a picture, and I asked you to take it down. You didn't do it.
Mhm.
Two, then you spent this
And let me
narrative.
say, that wasn't on purpose, Darnell. I had no idea that.
Go ahead,
Yeah,
Jay.
but I asked you
I had
to
no
take it
idea.
down, and it's still up.
All I was doing was just reflecting the screen on that thread of that account, and I was
She
going
said
through the
she asked you to
photos.
take it down.
So that's why it was a
Yeah,
quick.
but I asked you to take it down,
So,
and you used the picture to
Darnell,
show
but it
how
was
close
no-
of a relationship that I had with Shannon.
behind
Right.
To
Absolutely.
put me in the same light as Shannon.
Yeah.
To
that
say
wasn't
that
the
I
case.
agreed
That
with
wasn't
what was
what I-
going on. You said that I knew that he was a
That's
pedophile
not
for
what
12 years
we were going through the
and
page
did nothing.
and trying to figure out if that was really Janida's page. That's a whole nother round chat. That's two different lines.
Can I ask
But
you
that
a
is what
question?
you said. You said that.
Can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a
What did I
personal
say?
question?
Sure.
Let me finish. What did
Go
I
ahead.
say?
Go ahead, Jay.
Pardon me, Jarrell.
I said what?
I said that is what you said. You said you had known for 12 years.
I knew that he was a pedophile for 12 years, but I asked you what exactly was I supposed to do other than what I did.
And my response to that was whatever I said on my live.
We said
But I didn't watch all of it. I saw bits and pieces of it, and people screen record and sent to me.
What do you
I
think
didn't
you
watch
should have
it.
done?
But anyways, I did everything that I can do. Michigan is an unrestricted state. Jarvis was not on parole. He did not have any type of restrictions on him being around children.
Page.
He did not have any restrictions. I contacted the people proper channels, got him on the registry.
In the live.
Oh.
But at the end of the day,
And the live on community activity.
Huh?
at
And
the,
the
at,
live
the end
on
of, at the end of the day, ladies,
on
this is what I want y'all to understand. At the
Right.
end of the day,
No, she
Right,
needs
right.
understanding.
I really
Yes.
wanna-
She needs
I really wanna get
understanding.
this
So I
out.
want to help her understand.
I
You
really
said I
do.
didn't say that on the Community Action Network because the podcaster did not
no,
ask.
it's not about me understand. I understand. I it. In the interview, you stated that it was said multiple times that he wasn't supposed to be around children. That what was said. I didn't make that up. I just reacted to what you said. So in
You
knowing
would
that he
think
wasn't
that he
supposed to
wouldn't
be
be
around
around
children,
children.
you tell me
But
and people
it
that's
was
well acquainted and with people in high places, what other measures could you have taken to make sure that he was not around the children and that Nazaya,
reporting him.
because what I was thinking was, damn, Nazaya been going on for so long. That's all I was thinking. This has been going on for years, and then some people in the family knew that Jarvis was in Shanna's life since she was 16. And
And I don't know for
oh
a
my
fact that
God,
she was
like,
in his
how
life
many
for
other
16
kids
since she
in
was
the family
16.
have
But that is what we were told.
That's not
Right.
true though.
And SD,
See, at this point, it's like we blaming other people. We just need to keep the blame on the people. And we already know who the people is that need to be blamed.
SD, in their defense, listen to this. In their defense,
But I
And
was
they're
only
different.
going off of what you
this
said
is
in
what
your interview. That was
they're
it.
saying. This is what they're saying, SD. In their defense, this is exactly what they're saying. What they're saying is this. What they're saying is this. You communicated with them for a while behind the
Facts.
scenes.
Facts.
Whatever you wanted to know, that's what they're telling me. Whatever it is that you wanted to know, you asked and they gave you what you needed.
Facts.
Then they went on your panel, they aired it out, they said what they wanted to say. Now, what they're saying today is that they're hurt.
Because you could have called them. See, I mean, I understand where they're coming from on this type of thing. I mean, I think we all know that, you know what I'm saying, SD had a rapport with Kawan and Janelle. Definitely did. So I felt like any other questions, she could have called them. You know what I'm saying? And just ask them before putting it on a public platform, because then it comes across, the perception of it is like a mess. You know what I'm saying? It comes across messy. But let's keep going.
They're disgusted. All of that because what you came out here and said in a recent podcast, they're feeling that you could have, they're feeling that you could have hit them up behind the scenes and asked the same questions that you put out there.
Facts.
And that's what they're saying. And they just feel that they were disrespected that way because they thought they had a better relationship with you.
Facts. Facts.
That's
You
what
did
that's where they're
exactly
going
what
with
they
that.
did to us. The very reason why you asked us to come on and you supported us so greatly and you had our
And I was
back,
under
you
the
did
impression
exactly
that
what they
the
did.
thing. It
You
really
did
wasn't
exactly
malicious.
what
I
they
really
did.
wasn't. I just seen it and I reacted like, damn.
But that's not how you do things when you
I
have
just
a
seen it and I
personal
reacted. And
relationship with
then he
someone. You
wanted
don't go
me.
on
I
the
didn't have
internet.
Janelle's personal contact information. Let me make that clear.
How
I
many
didn't have
times have you
Janelle's
been on the
contact
phone with me and
information. Let
Janelle
me
on the
just make
freeway,
that.
SD?
As far as me and Kiwana, did you not remove me? Did you not do that?
Remove you from what though?
Did you not?
What are you saying? Remove you from what?
From TikTok?
You removed me from
That is, I mean, all right, let's keep going.
social media. You did.
I thought you got another
So what
TikTok.
does that says to me? That says that, okay, pardon me? What'd you say, Janelle?
I thought she had got another TikTok. She changed it.
That's not what she told me, and I don't know nothing about that. All I know is that we were.
So let me get this right. We on this right now because they just trying to iron out their issues, SD, Kawana, and Janelle. Like what? So something. So it sounds like to me. And just correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. So it looked like that. SD put something up on the channel that Kawana felt, I mean, that Janelle felt like she could have talked to her about before she put it out there. You know what I mean?
Okay, so Mocha was having a conversation with the family, and then she just jumped on the live. She put the link in the chat for this reason, or she put the link in the chat. Why did she put the link in the chat?
Okay,
I think the
you're
internet
breaking up.
is breaking
But
up.
at the end of the day, at the end of the day, we're not getting nowhere with this. Absolutely nowhere because it's personal. At this point, it's very personal, and
It really
it's all
I
about
don't
desire. I'm not gonna lose
and
focus.
it sounds like
Yeah, I'm not gonna lose focus on Nazaya. I'm not gonna lose focus on Nazaya, and I believe that whatever it is that you guys have going on, I pray to God that you all can move forward from it because you all have actually built something, and I pray that you all can move forward from it.
So she asked for the link to go on her live to interrupt it with this.
Because we all should be here with the same goal in mind, and that's seeking justice for Nazaya. No matter how we get it, it's all about justice for Nazaya. And that's exactly where I am. That's exactly where I want to stay. I want to talk about, who's involved and who did what and who ain't did shit. That's where Mocha is. All this other stuff, it's like it's a nasty game being played, and it's worse
it was
than
no
Joe
nasty
Camel.
game on my part, Mocha.
This is worse than Joe Camel and MD 2020. Ain't nobody got time for all of this shit.
Facts.
We just want Nazaya, y'all.
Facts. Facts.
Yeah, my thing is I'm very big on trust. I'm very big on trust, and I've had this conversation with SD, as well as she had this conversation with me. You promised me from your mouth that you would never do anything malicious. You would, if there's something that we needed to talk about as far as our friendship, you would always come to me. You made that promise, and you did the complete opposite. If you, and again, I appreciate you, Mocha, and I understand where you coming from.
You removed me. We were not in contact.
Yeah, because it's hard to gain a family's trust after like something this drastic big happens. So for them to gain trust, for her to gain trust with them, that's kind of wow.
Contact. You removed me. We were not in contact. That's
you.
Stop cutting her off.
Okay, fool me once.
She just keep cutting. She keep cutting her off. Like everybody had the floor, and I just feel like just let her have the floor. But it's like every time it seemed like Kawana or Janelle is trying to say something, it's just kind of like you can't hear because they're going back and forth.
So I felt like my trust was broken too when you decided to remove yourself from me too. You did that.
Okay.
When did Janelle start cussing? Because that's the part I had started watching. I was like, wait.
Let me ask you.
So me having an opinion about something that was said,
Mocha, I just want to get out what
me having an opinion about something that was said, I'm entitled to that opinion.
I just want to get out what I want to say because I haven't had a chance to speak. You keep saying that you were removed from my social media. So you telling me that removing somebody from a unfollow would equal somebody going on the internet and saying things about somebody that you consider your friend.
Nah, I gotta agree with that wholeheartedly. That pillow talk shit is just that. You know what I'm saying? And then it seems like they kind of felt like they were friends. So when you are a friend, and it's crazy because I too just experienced the same type of fuck shit. If you're my friend, you know what I'm saying, or whatever, I feel like you owe it to me to come to me first before anything, bro. Like that's just the way it is. Y'all know I'm biased on this part, so I'm gonna just keep playing press and play. Shit, because hell no.
Equal?
No, it's not an equal. Nope. Nope.
beg
I
to
just
differ.
don't agree with the
I
12
beg to
years
differ.
plus knowing that he was a
You
sex
keep,
offender. That's it.
but she's
And
explained
if
that.
you're supposed to be
She
my
called
friend,
the
why
state
did you
police.
remove me?
She
If
called
you're
the state
if you
police.
were my friend, why
Can I
did you
finish
remove me?
speaking? I'm asking.
Why?
I'm asking for a friend. She called the
I'm
state
asking you
police.
why.
She got him
Why
put
did
on
you do
central
it?
registry. She complained about it, and they told her it was nothing they can do because he doesn't have restrictions. Her question to you is, once again, what exactly did
That's
you
not
expect
what
her
was
to do?
said on the
She's
interview,
telling you
Kiwana.
now.
That's not what was said.
It was said. If you
So
go
that
back,
okay, thank you. But that's and I asked y'all to leave a comment and she left a comment, but it still wasn't that. She still didn't
you
say
could
that
have
in the comment
asked though.
section. She
If it
said
wasn't
she
said
can
in the
be
interview,
around
all
me
you
and
had
what
Say
about
in the
the
comment section because
That's what she said.
I really don't be watching this stuff. I might hop in for 2
Right
minutes and then
now,
I'm
y'all
gone.
got me with ooh, child. Ooh, child.
It's done. It wasn't one thing. It was 3 things in three straight days.
So I was feeling way about that comment that was said on the interview.
Who underwater? Is it just me? Do anybody else? It seemed like somebody's
Is this when Janelle come in? Hey, Miss Parker. Cause that's what I'm trying. I'm waiting on.
underwater. What I'm just trying to understand is like why. How, from my last knowing, I thought that SD was kind of like. I mean, I know for a fact that she had a rapport with Janelle and Quana. I'm really trying to understand like how I got to this.
About
Three
the knowing.
straight days.
Knowing.
My child on the internet, or she said she didn't know who he was, but I asked her to remove the photo.
Okay.
Not just because my child was there, but other minor children were there.
Okay, so Kawana, so Janelle seen, so she must have, so she posted a thumbnail or she posted something that had children, minors involved. Okay, I get it now. Okay, let's get it.
And then I'm in the comments. They're talking about my daddy molested my sister and all this different stuff. And I'm like,
Oh,
and I used to live with King.
Those are things that
She said that personally.
not today. I don't know
down everything you said.
about none of that. Somebody else
Okay.
got comments. So you
Okay.
have to be very.
You want me to write it down?
I understand. Okay.
I never
we
said
have
that.
a very,
So,
very different understanding of opinion versus assumption.
That's right.
Yeah, but
You could have said, I don't agree with her not doing anything.
I want to say, I want to say that
how
at
do you
this
say
point,
verbatim it came out of your mouth is an assumption? That's not an assumption. You
assumption that
verbatim,
I
but
did
you
nothing.
said exactly what I said. I wrote it down. I played the video. That's what you said. Like what?
So you only had what that podcaster didn't ask me any further questions on that. So you only had that bit of the information.
They talk, yes, it's multiple
And
times.
she didn't ask me what I did.
Y'all said y'all didn't watch
She
the
didn't
full
ask me
video.
what I
So you
did.
gonna watch the full time?
My name gonna come up? P.S. Lovely? Who, me?
Okay, well I'm telling you now, and I could have told you before you went on there. Listen, I'm telling you now what I did, and I could have told you before you went on the internet and did what you did. So you ran with assumptions. That was not an opinion.
Right.
That was your assumption. It was a blatant, flat out fucking lie. So you did what the fuck you did, not.
See, this is why I try to stay off live. I'm telling y'all, if you go down the rabbit holes, your ass will get caught up in some shit. That's why I go down the rabbit hole. I stop. I look around, and I bag up because I don't got time. See, I'm telling y'all, I'm having straight deja vu because I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew it.
One day, but 2, 3 fucking days in fucking row. And I normally don't even fucking get like this, but I'm here.
I was about to say Janelle.
Yeah, this the part I caught.
That's Janelle. That D coming out. Woo! Janelle probably like, I didn't graduated now. I can go crazy. No, but I ain't never heard Janelle talk like this and shit. What the fuck went on?
Because you brought me here. And then you want to come on here and try to defend yourself? Girl, fuck you.
This the part I caught.
Because
just take the shit down and say, I'm sorry I did it that way. Maybe I could have fucking did it better. But don't come on here and try to defend that bullshit when you fucking did.
okay, so Janelle, I'm
settle, and
I'm done. I'm saying my piece. I don't talk back and forth with no motherfucking body. When I ain't did nothing but be respectful to you. Don't bring this bitch up out of me.
Okay,
That's
so
all
what
I've
I
been
just done, what
I
I
have an
just done.
opinion about it, and it's that just
No. SD, I had you on mute. I don't want you. If you keep on muting yourself, I'm gonna drop you from the panel. Because what we're not gonna do, we're not gonna have all this screaming, shouting, everybody feeling like it's a
Facts.
talk over one another, and we get nothing done.
Facts.
We get nothing done. We have to understand and respect feelings. Because even now,
Janelle said, "Girl, fuck you." I'm like, "What the hell happened, bro?"
see, even now, we still have not gotten nowhere.
So she posted Janelle kids on her latest video.
To
When it
find an
comes to
desire.
desire, because what didn't happen?
Now, I done been down some deep rabbit holes, but I don't think I've seen Shannon Page, but I couldn't tell you which kids is Janelle's because
Now,
yeah,
it's personal.
I better stay down them damn rabbit holes.
It's personal.
Mocha,
The fuck back.
Mocha, do you understand why it's personal? I don't care what you say about me, but you got my kid picture on the fucking internet. And I asked you to take it down.
Facts.
Right.
Facts.
And then now that you know that that's my kid, you gonna defend yourself? No,
Right.
go wrong with that.
Well, all I can say in regards to that, and all Mocha's gonna say in regards to that is this: look, now, and I have to be fair because Mocha deals with us.
So has she took the video down or the picture or whatever it is? Do y'all know?
Staying on business, and I'm fair with it all. Now, SD, what I'm gonna say is this: if you all had like I said before, you all were talking behind the scenes or whatever, y'all had something going on. And if they reached out to you and asked you, could you remove a child's picture, off of the internet, you should have responded to them behind the scene and told them, look, I'm not taking it down because of XYZ, or, I choose to leave it up because of ABC.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Instead of just letting it go on and on and on, and it ends up to this.
Facts.
And it shouldn't have to be all of this. It really shouldn't have to be on this, like this.
Because guess what, Mocha? And guess what, SD? Although you did what you did, we still giving you grace. We not telling your business and what you got going on. Or are we? Have we done that? No.
I don't have anything to hide. I've spoken about what I got going on to you and on my platform. Some things have been with you.
Let's speak about why you did what you did.
But it's okay.
You judging her. Let's think about why you did what you did.
I don't have anything to hide.
You're a mother. You sitting on here telling her what she should have did. Why did you do what you did?
No, I said someone that knows, that is aware of a person being a pedophile.
What she do? What happened?
For 12 years is concerning to me. That's what I think.
And now that you know what,
and I'm gonna stick to it.
Now that you know,
I feel the way about that.
And it's not, well, I feel the way about my kid being on the internet. That should be concerning to you.
So at the end of the day,
yeah, because I'm just trying to understand why would her kid be up? You know what I'm saying? Like, if the story is about Janelle knowing, why would the children be up? Can somebody help me understand that part? Like, why was the children up?
I'm done with it.
Yeah, we could have cropped that out or something. Dang.
I'm not about to talk about it no more. I'm done. It ain't nothing else to say.
No more to talk about.
What's done is done, and what's gonna be did, gonna be did. End of discussion.
At this point, ladies, there's no more to be talked about.
No, it's
absolutely no more to be talked about when it comes to this.
I don't talk.
Because in my opinion, let me tell y'all how I feel about it. I'm gonna tell you all exactly how Mocha feels about it. Right now, this is childish as shit. This don't look like a damn thing grown folks do. Nothing. Because in my opinion, if something was supposed to be rectified, it should have been rectified. It really should have been rectified. It shouldn't have come to this. It should have not come to this. And as grown women,
Basically, for real, like gaining trust, especially the family of Naziah gaining their trust. And you,
Jarnell and Kawana came up here. I started my commentary. Something that didn't sit well with them, so they came to clear their piece. I invited you up here as D to clear your piece. But what we're not going to do, we're not going to sit up here and go back and forth. We're not going to argue. If you can't speak your piece in a ladylike manner and get your point across, there's no need in speaking because ain't a damn thing going to get solved. And we're just going to be going back and forth, and I got a headache because this is bullshit.
Yeah, I just want to lay on Mocha lap. She reminds me of the grandmother to go off on your ass, nigga. Nah, I just love how she talk. Look, he going. But this is crazy.
Okay,
I'll
no, I'll tell you
because
what,
it
because
could
I
have
don't-
been, it could have,
Can I say something? Mo?
it didn't even have to be.
Now I'm gonna tell Janelle because it's not easy for me to just remove my lives and repost them. But if you feel a way about your son, it wasn't on purpose, so I could do my big one and just take it down and then do my best to re-upload it. If that makes you feel better, because it really was no ill intent there. I had no clue that was your son. I know I had no clue that was her son until she said it, and I wasn't reached out to behind the scenes. I want to make that clear. I wasn't reached out to. So I didn't know.
I posted a comment, but I appreciate that. But it's not just him; it's the other kids too.
Hold on.
It's not just him; it's the
Okay,
other
but
kids
again,
too.
and a lot of this stuff is on. Even that is pictures on Shannon's page. It's on Shannon's page, y'all. It's everywhere.
If Shannon want to be a
literally
fucking
everywhere.
idiot
So
and
I
leave her
think,
page
maybe
open,
you should go
and that's
ask
on her.
Shannon to remove
But
all
somebody
of
who I'm associated with, I would appreciate them not to exploit the children on the internet, and they got to go to school.
now I've been on Shannon page numerous of times. I ain't seen no. Now I've seen some kids, but I don't think I remember seeing a little boy. I think I seen like some girls that I didn't recognize, but I don't remember seeing a boy.
And deal with this shit.
Fact.
But at the end of the day, at the end of the
I mean, that was the main reason why I didn't ever really kind of go on Shannon's page, because even though it is open to Shannon page, those are still other people's children.
Mm-hmm.
So even though we're not journalists on these platforms, we still have to have journalistic integrity. You still have to make sure that it's okay for them kids to be posted. Now you can post a picture, but you got to blur the children out for a lot of different reasons. These people is crazy. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. And it's just like, it's some people out there that is so psychopathic, they'll be willing to hurt anybody that's part of these people family. So I can definitely understand that part.
Okay, that's okay. Mocha, what else you want to talk about?
At the end of the
I'm
day,
not about to keep being real back into
we
this
have to look at the
conversation.
situation.
That's right.
We have to look at the situation we're in right now, right? Naziah is missing. Naziah is missing. Naziah is missing.
Facts.
At the end of the day, Naziah is missing.
Thank
And
you.
exploiting kids on the internet.
It's
We
wrong.
don't know where Naziah is.
Facts.
We don't know who got Naziah. We don't know none of that. And we're on the internet doing all kind of shit, talking all kind of shit. We don't know who's watching. We don't. So, and we're exploiting children, especially from a family with all of this shit going on and all the shit that's moving in Detroit like that. Something got to stop.
Can I speak, please? Please.
Yeah, and that's another thing. Like it being on Shannon page, the context of Shannon page, that's her Facebook page. When it comes to YouTube, the context of those pictures change due to the title of the videos. So whatever the title of your video is, that's now the context that you putting out there. So that's why I try to stay away from shit like that. I'm telling y'all this.
Yes, ma'am. Go ahead on.
I'm not
Okay.
exploiting children.
You said, can I, hold on, I said.
No, I heard you say it was on
can I
Shannon's
speak?
page.
I asked so politely, please. Now, we told you that the children have been going through mental things. We told you one of the children was trying to commit suicide. You've heard that. If you didn't hear from us, you definitely heard it. If you watched our interviews, we told you how we feel about people putting their pictures out because they're children. The same way you would feel. You were mother first, supposedly. So you should understand that. Then you mentioned that Zairius was supposed to be like Jarvis. Just because you heard that, that wasn't right for you to go back and say he's a child. Would you like somebody to say that about your child or say something, regardless of what it was? He's a minor.
I didn't say. I said someone else said that. I didn't say I
That's
said
what
that.
I'm saying. I'm saying you repeated it.
It's
That
okay,
was what we
Kiwana.
said, and that's what's circulating. I
What you
only
say, Jazz?
It's okay. I expect that, for people who don't know me or don't have a relationship with me, but not for somebody who hasn't had
That's it.
intimate
That's all we
conversations
saying.
with me.
You not
So
taking that
it's
accountability.
okay.
And you only apologize for one thing. When you wrong for the whole thing, you wrong.
It's okay. You can't. Everybody don't see this. Like it's okay. I'm not gonna worry about it.
You can call us to say, "Oh, don't fuck
I
with
do
you.
have an
Oh,
opinion.
don't fuck with such.
I
Don't
have
fuck
an
with
opinion.
Randy."
And you know what,
Lord.
both of me and you,
I
we
do
had a
anyway.
conversation too. So I'm
Yeah,
really,
we gonna talk about it. Be 100 about
Let
it.
just let Kiwana. We're not about to do this. I'm not about to do this.
No, it's not. No,
I'm okay
it
with
makes
it.
no sense.
It
I
don't
have
even
an
work.
opinion.
It's not gonna get anywhere. I'm not about to argue and not get
That's
nowhere.
y'all out my character.
Yeah. So, like I said once before, the arguing won't get y'all nowhere.
Well,
It
Mocha,
actually
with all
is
due respect,
disgusting.
Mocha, we came on here, me and Janelle, to talk to you, and she's not taking accountability.
What me and Ratchet had to do with anything? SD. Why not fuck with me? I don't even know you. What the fuck is it? Y'all for real?
To be in our face as a friend and to go behind our back on her podcast.
Right. It's just too much. It's too much. And like I said, I want to keep the focus on Nazaya. The questions were coming, they were being answered, we were getting what we wanted out of it. But the arguing, the back and forth, this misunderstanding, and all I know now Mocha don't do all of that. Mocha, and I will not start today. I will not start today. And now it's like people in the comments like,
So
now they're livid because Toot name is coming up. I love Toot. I love her dearly. So now it's like, every time
I really appreciate
something. You people
I
need to
really
be
appreciate
mindful.
the opportunity.
Yes, I
really
appreciate.
do.
I appreciate you coming up here,
But I'm not
Janelle.
about to argue about this.
And it was a beautiful thing.
I don't even like to be like this. Nope.
I know. So SD, if you're done, we could drop you and we could finish our conversation about Nazayu with Janelle and Kiwana. We appreciate you for coming up.
Okay, though.
So I have all the respect in the world for Toot. I do. And I have a problem. With behind the scene conversations. Behind the scene conversations bring shit like this to the forefront. It really does. And it's not going to be a good look at the end of the day. And as a content creator, I've always said, if we're out here speaking on these babies, we have to be in a genuine place. We have to come out of a place of love and respect.
Facts.
But then when you can't sit here and own your shit, that becomes a problem.
The thing about this type of shit is this. It's bothersome a little bit because if you rewind, like I think 4 or 5 months ago, like right when it was when it was just a lot of talk about family, I was praying for everybody to leave it off the internet because I just always felt like that was gonna always outshine Nazaya and to advocate for Nazaya. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know why, and I say this on every video shot, I don't know why this little girl tugged at my heart. You know what I'm saying, or whatever. But I never wanted all of this to come from it. You feel what I mean? Some people just, we live in a world right now to where I feel like social media desensitizes everything. So when you do have a person that have very great intentions, a person to look at you like, nigga, what the fuck is you in this for? You know what I'm saying? My heart break because I wanted any family. I wanted all of the family. I was hoping that everybody could just stop arguing just so everybody can come together one day for Nasiah. And it just breaks my heart that it come from this. I don't understand what SD problem is with me. I swear I don't. Like, bro, like, if anything, you know what I'm saying? I reacted to her video. I gave her flowers on a great ass interview. And then it was coming to where I was doing videos about her and all of this shit. Now you get me all out of character, having me looking like a damn fool, adding to the fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? But I just really don't understand what her problem is with me. Like, why they shouldn't fuck with me other than, you know what I'm saying, you wanted to have the exclusive. Baby girl had the exclusives to them. And I'm not downplaying Kiwana and Janelle, but my focus has always been Nasiah. And like I said in the beginning, the things that you talked about, I didn't even talk about. So it was your world. So for you to feel some type of way about me is crazy. Crazy as hell. Like, I don't even understand. We don't even do the same type of content. Some do this shit for likes. I do it for real. We out in these streets.
See, this is what I be talking about. We is the only people that do some shit like this. Y'all don't see no other case going all into this like this and like that. Like what? Let me charge my shit up before it goes dead. I don't see no other case or no other group of people going into their content and doing this. That's why I just try to put videos out when I do go down these rabbit holes. And that's it. That's all. Because she can get twisted, misconstrued. Okay, there we go. Because we was going dead.
We out in these streets, bro. You dig what I mean? So I just don't understand what her issue is with me. It's like, my nigga, I didn't do nothing to none of y'all folks. What the fuck is going on? Should be crazy.
That becomes a problem because I stand on business at the end of the day.
Sure, I think it was just the fact that she just.
So if
it's appropriate,
anybody's comfortable,
well, I don't
talking about anybody else behind the scenes. Well, Mocha, your black ass ain't no different from being discussed behind the scenes. I got a problem with that.
Yeah.
Got a problem with that. And I respect you, Janelle. I respect Kawana to the highest because y'all came up here and y'all gave us a lot of things that we had no idea about.
Facts.
Y'all gave us some things that we really need clarification too. But then when the argument started, I don't do arguments. I would never, ever, ever do arguments because this is not what we do here.
Well, now it makes sense a lot to when I had to sit down with Janelle and Kiwana on why they felt a certain type of way, because they already felt like they established a rapport with SD. So outright, their loyalty would be to them. So if she was saying some outrageous shit, then they probably already came into that situation with you know what I'm saying, with Anna, which I understand to a point, but no. Because, you know, some women got to be responsible for their own mind. You know what I'm saying? Or whatever like that. And I just feel like, damn, Shawty, like, whatever Shawty had to say to them had to be so much of a blasphemy that, like, damn, all I just wanted to do was celebrate the baby. It had nothing to do with nothing else. But it's making sense now. Like that, because I didn't understand the shit.
And I don't do mess. Messy don't happen here. Messy don't live here. Messy definitely don't live here. But I appreciate.
So do y'all think SD said something Or do y'all think she just was? I don't know. I think she.
Hi, I'm Brett.
And I'm Jonathan.
This is Darla.
And this is Buddy.
We're the founders of
In the,
Janelle.
participate in the memorial because she thought it was disrespectful towards the family. That's what I remember.
I appreciate Kawana for the information that they
But
did
if they
bring it.
agreed to that, then okay. I don't know. Did it sound like they was trying to throw SD under the bus when they said that? Because I feel
They bought some shit here that we didn't know, and I appreciate that. I appreciate, yeah, y'all, we lost our guests. I appreciate that. But when you're messy, nothing ever gets solved. I don't do messy in real life.
was she able to have a conversation with the family before the mess popped out? And if oh shit, the fuck. My bad, y'all. There we go.
So why would I come out here screaming and hollering justice for Naziah? And everything in here is messy, messy, messy. Mm-mm.
I want to go
We all can give commentary.
looking like that's why I want to go to Mocha.
We all could give commentary.
Like,
But we got to know what we're doing. We got to know what we're saying. And we can't just keep throwing people under the bus just because we feel like that's how we feel at the moment. We just can't do that. And this shit flipped so quick.
sure did.
So quick. And all we want to know is where's Naziah? So all we wanted to know is where's Naziah?
I think we are just looking at too many people to blame, and we're not focusing on like who's the corporate and who the.
That's all we wanted to know.
All I know is that some people do things for like reasons that Sai, can you please send me Miss Parker's video? We're gonna get into hers next because those were all the videos that I was getting sent. I'm just trying to remember everything. If anybody can email it to me.
There's more.
You know, some people do stuff for just the wrong intentions. And don't get me wrong, like I know that we're doing this, we're taking a chance on ourselves when we got out here and we do these videos. It becomes our livelihood. And I understand that we all have bills to pay. But at some point you gotta have integrity to certain things. There was a lot of things that I didn't touch only because of the simple fact that if it's something that I feel like can be permanent, right? And it could be damaging. You have to, it's not always worth the dollar. Thank you, boo. It's not always worth the dollar. You know what I'm saying? I never understood why that girl came for me. And I said it. And you know, I lost my shit one night and I said it. Just don't mention me again in your fucking life. Because see, I'm from Detroit too, and I know I seen it. I seen it in Janelle. You can only be the good guy to some point, and then that dog come out. You know what I mean? And I'm in a place to where I'm really trying to refrain from that dog. Shit, the fuck? And I never understood her issue with me. But that's terrible. That's terrible. Because see, what happened was, and I'm just gonna be honest with it. What happened was is that lady tricked Kawana and Janelle out of a blessing. One of the biggest blessings. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to celebrate their family. Because see, at the end of the day, I understood I didn't get into the family shit. Because I got family shit. That's not important shit to talk about. We all done came from some fucking where. We can't dwell in the past of the shit. All we can do is rewrite the future. So whatever the fuck we went through didn't matter. That's why I didn't understand the videos of what Roxy could have did, what Kawana could have did. She knew for 12 years. Okay. But see, listen, that don't matter no more. It don't matter what nobody knew. We're here now. And the fact of the matter is, we looking for this baby. You talking about that shit is not bringing us closer to the baby. What you're doing is taking us farther away from the baby. Because now when a nigga Google Naziah Harris, instead of the motherfuckers who did her wrong coming up, we got family arguing. You know what I'm saying? And when I was saying this shit 3 months ago, niggas was looking at me like I had 8 heads.
She on to something with that one. I mean, I try my best to stay away from the family shit. Even though, you know, sometimes it's like we got to figure out like why shit was happening.
It didn't matter to me what niggas did. It mattered what niggas did in the present. You feel what I mean? I didn't give a fuck because nigga, my family was just as fucked up as Lady them. I ain't finna judge them folks. I want to be able to celebrate this baby, nigga. Like, and it was like when I was saying this shit, it was like niggas was looking at me like I was the bad guy. I wasn't trying to be the bad guy. I want to put the focus on Naziah. She already done got overshadowed by everything else.
Thanks.
I just wanted one day when we made it about her, about just her. Nigga, no daddies, no mamas, no grandmas, no brothers, no aunts, no cousins, about just her. Because it seems like in her 13 years, she could never have a day when it was just about her. God.
You know what I think it was? It was the clout. They didn't want to get the recognition for putting this out there. I think that's what it was. I think there was like some kind of, it was something. It was something.
Damn. Like, I just don't get it. Y'all stay tuned. We finna get in much Parker shit. Get off. Let me just shut up before I've been and start drinking. What time is it? I've been had me a fucking mimosa.
That's what that was. That's exactly what that was. Because they kind of did that with Mark and Roxy. They didn't want them. And then that's when they kind of, I don't know. I don't want to go down there because I don't want to just be putting shit out there, but So what happened with Miss Parker? What? See, I be trying to stay away from this because although I love the Miss, I ain't trying to stay away from it. Oh, she did a whole 3-hour live. Let's see. I'm gonna go to her page because I'm trying to. Let me see. So dark. It's so damn dark in here. I should turn some lights on. Let me see. Should I go back to
house in Kentucky? Just now getting off the road in the
switch
house.
somewhere? So I don't know. Should
So I go over there and I listen in. Mocha's asking great questions. Salute to Mocha. I will give her that. Great questions. So, Kiwana, I'm making a list. And I'm writing it. Because one thing I don't respect too, Kiwana, y'all, I gotta be honest.
It is.
I gotta be honest. But I'm gonna drag that shit tomorrow. When I get up, I'm gonna drag that shit tomorrow.
Too much.
Y'all, so I found out, So I have conversations.
They came to a
Sit
resolution.
down at the end of the night, check lives. I don't go straight to sleep.
On the live?
So I found
Yeah,
out that
they came to a resolution on.
SD said some stuff about Kiwana and Janelle. I was like, word? Just like that word. They was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, right. Word. Like, they was like, yeah, she says this and that. I ain't even go watch it. But they told me who was all in there. They told me who was all over there. When she was running Kiwana and Janella's name down in a negative way because people thought y'all was so cool.
Put that on camera. Oh,
So when Kiwana and Janella was out and they was over Mocha's, I didn't find it a surprise. Mocha, if I rock with you, Mocha, my right-handed guy, I'm gonna just be honest with you.
yeah.
When I seen them over there, I wasn't shocked, right? Because they needed somewhere to go to get their shit out. Because they weren't fucking with Spiritual Detective. They kind of done, I don't know how to say it.
Shit.
When you become real overnight as a person, you know what I'm saying? When you know, just not throwing no shade. So I'm taking notes. I dropped down instantly with a pencil paper. Let's go. So when I said I'm making my list, Kiwana stopped. She started talking because Janelle was talking. Can't say it's why she did, but I was like, yeah, I'm making my motherfucking list. So I'm barbecuing. I'm barbecuing. I am barbecuing. Because if y'all up here put the shit out, whatever the fuck, I am Walker. I'm good. I'm making my list. I'm checking it twice. I'm like, what the fuck they saying? So like I said, they confirmed about Lady being there. Yeah, okay. Let me tell y'all, with the evangelist, you got to take it for what it is. You got to decipher what's real and what's fake with his ass. You feel me? You do. Just do.
Mm-hmm.
What is power? Maybe the better question is,
You just
how
how
much of it can you handle?
you tried to
At GMC Sierra EV Denali, we are professional grade.
So which would you recommend?
Do you like brown?
Yeah, some things are just better at home. With Empire's home floor advantage.
But then she said, I did Thanksgiving. But then she said, when I put that down in the chat, and I kept writing shit Thanksgiving, because you was chatting with me for a second when I was doing little shit Thanksgiving. I was doing shit on purpose, really. And she was like, yeah, just like the last content creator we was with said something about they told us why can't we go over Miss Parker's and Ratchet and Tooth told us not to let Tooth do the memorial. I put my pen down like I was writing, put that emoji. I said, who? Spiritual Detective? That's the last place I know him to be. We all know who go live on Naziah Harris. I do. I follow them all. I go peek in here and there just to see what they talking about. Spiritual Detective been there the whole time. She dropped down all of a sudden. What you say, Miss Parker? So I turned back around and said, I asked a question. I'm asking her a question. Now, but what you asking her, I said, are you the one that stopped told them not to let Toot do that memorial service? When you know you did without them even having to say it because you went live, Spiritual Detective. See, if we're going to be real, be real. You went live. Toot was live, right? My girl Toot, shout out to you, Toot.
Dang, now I want to go over there to the comment section. I'm going to the comment section. I'm going to check out the comment section.
Because I rock with you just as much as you rock with me. You don't even know it. And Tuto Package got there today, too, by the way. I hope you and Bella. I can't wait anyway. So, she go live, right? Toot excited. Toot go live. My girl Toot go live. So, Toot got a big following. Toot got about a stack in her. She got a whole stack of people in her, a whole 1,000 and some change in her.
I remember this night.
She was like, I want to do something for Naziah, woo. And she said, I want to get the family involved. Toot said the family. Toot said the family. Toot said she want to get everybody together so when nobody be fussing, arguing, she want to make everybody a part of it, right? Person called in was Tilapia Teabag Wood.
Tilapia.
She called in. Spiritual detective, you wasn't live, just two. But you went live and fired your shit up. This is why I can't respect you, Kiwana, because you're going to only take accountability. That's one thing I don't like. Take accountability for the right shit. Don't add 20 on 10, right? Because I ain't going to say, can't no bitch make me not like a bitch. Can't no bitch make me or put in my head that a bitch is against me without me motherfucking hearing it for myself. I got to hear it for myself. That's why I always tell y'all, where'd you hear it? Where the receipt? I need a receipt. Where did y'all hear this? Let me get the fact check. But y'all, you.
Now I remember that. But Janelle said she would talk to. I remember Janelle saying she was open to it. I remember that part. I may have to go back. But I remember that.
Dummied it down to try to put it all on that girl. She made us think she was against us. Well, all y'all gotta do, because y'all on YouTube, is go fire that bitch up and see what she said. Mm-hmm. But that girl didn't say nothing, but she was trying to get the family together. Y'all didn't like it because y'all don't fucks with them. The people that hit the link and called in, y'all want to mess with them, and instead of saying, I ain't down with that shit. Yeah, Reese. You know? What up, y'all? What it do? But instead of saying we don't rock with that side, Spiritual Detective fired her shit up while Toot was live, right? Who jumped on the panel? Kiwana, you, and Janella. Y'all jumped on her panel. That's when she went through, yeah, if you ain't family, don't nobody that ain't family don't need to be hosting shit. Hosting stuff and doing all that. Don't forget what you done. I knew it was you without asking the motherfucking question. That's why I put your initials. We knew it was you. Now for the motherfuckers that try to play it off and shit and act like they didn't know that's that fake shit. That's that fake shit that I can't get down with. I remember everything that's happened when it came to Toot doing that event. And she was to show love. That's all she wanted, Dark Angel. Diddy, that's all. What up, PJ? Most everybody seen that live where Spiritual Detective told them girls on it. Basically, she was telling it in subliminals that Toot shouldn't be doing the live, right? Toot come back. She cried like, I was like, damn. So I said something on my panel that night. Because I was like, man, y'all talk about always uniting and we divide.
I remember that. But I think, Kiwana said something like it was something that's like they didn't find her body yet, so we shouldn't do one. It was more of that is the reason. And then I remember Spiritual Detective was like, she finds it disrespectful. And then they agreed that it was disrespectful. And I know
we causing division and shit. Too. I said, why?
I think it was more of they didn't want to be in the same room as Roxy in Kenya or something like that. We shouldn't be bringing them together or something like that. I remember that part. And then what's her name? Janelle. That's when Janelle was like, she don't mind. She don't have to say nothing. I remember her saying that. She was like, I don't have to say nothing to them, but I don't care about, being in the same room with them. And then Janelle even said in that live, she said, you can tell her to reach out to me or something like that. I remember that. And a lot of people was agreeing because the family was saying that it was disrespectful. So a lot of people was agreeing that, okay, well, since the family feel like it's disrespectful, then it's disrespectful. I remember that part. But.
Why motherfuckers mad because they ain't got the money? The girl didn't ask me no money, let her host it. Like, I would love for somebody to do something that I just didn't have the voice to do, the strength, the mental, or nothing. She's doing it for that baby. She's not doing it for clout.
But didn't they all get on a call? Remember, Toot came back live like maybe a week or two later, and she said that she had conversation where they all was on a call together. And something happened on that call. And I don't know what happened, but whatever happened on that call, that's where the mess really started. Like it got real. Well, no, because Spiritual Detective, I don't think she spoke on it. She just stopped talking about it. She really didn't speak on it. But I remember it was some kind of, they had a Zoom meeting together. I don't know why Spiritual Detective was on the Zoom meeting, but I know Toot said there was a Zoom meeting. It was her, Kiwana, Janelle, and Spiritual Detective on her live. Do y'all remember that? Or am I just... I'm telling you, I'm having deja vu, so I don't know.
Coming out of pocket? That's not for clout. Know the difference. Know the motherfucking difference. It's a difference. That mess Toot up. I felt the girl's emotions. I was like, damn. And her crowd was done. Like, you can feel it. It was a sad night. I was like, damn, I can't even sit over here and watch Toot. I can't even sit over and watch Toot.
But Toot
was working behind the scenes, y'all.
Toot was getting a lot of backlash. She even got backlash from what's his name? 7 Mile dude. I don't know if it's because her following grew so fast or what, but I don't know why she
was like, yeah, y'all, somebody see if y'all can get in touch with his manager, the guy that made the Nasiah Harris song and everything. See if y'all can get in touch with him and her. She was doing that shit while she was alive. You gonna bring your funk ass to my Shank Rock voice. You gonna bring your boy-eyed funk ass over that motherfucker with your hating ass. Cause one thing I don't like a hating ass bitch. Especially us black women. I hate a hating ass division calling. Man, I hate that shit. More than anything, and especially a bitch that'll throw rocks and hide her motherfucking hands and can't stand in her shit. You drop down like you was checking me. Miss Parker say, what? I said, are you the one? I'm asking him, are you the one that said that Toot could have that motherfucking memorial for Nasiah? Not biting my motherfucking tongue. I heard what the bitch said on the motherfucking pen. And that's another thing I don't do. But I will agree with Mocha on that one. I hate a mad day, bitch. You got so comfortable with them, a stranger. When I talked to Darnell and Kenneth, the evangelist, it was about Nasiah, and that was the end. Mm-hmm. You looking for friends in all the wrong places. You done told these bitches your business.
And that's what I can say. She did the interview and she got the fuck on. You know what I'm saying? She did the interview and got the fuck on.
You done told their business down there. Like, yeah, have we told your business yet? Or what you going through? You going through some shit? I told y'all, quit coming on this motherfucking app, deflecting y'all motherfucking real life. Whether it's sort of content creator or a subscriber. And I knew it. My shit, a spirit of discernment don't let me down with what bitches really be going through on this app, even subscribers. I've done it. I take accountability and say I had fucked up that and did that. Because that's just how real I am to say that I'm taking accountability and said I know what it is because I did it. Mm-hmm. But you throw rocks and hide your motherfucking hand. Tell them don't come over here, don't go over there, don't go over and support. And then put seeds, planting seeds. And they was,
Today at Denny's, buy one slam and get a second one for only $1. Order the original Grand Slam.
And I was trying to figure out why they wasn't talking to other people. You know what I'm saying? I just thought they just wanted her to be the person to communicate everything as a content creator. I didn't think that it was that.
I know y'all got a lot going on with the Nasiah and stuff. I do, Kiwana, because I don't got no problem with Kiwana for real. I do, but I don't. Because that's some weak ass shit. I don't like a weak bitch. I hate a motherfucker that'll let a bitch tell them something and they go with it. Yeah, she said, man, that girl went live and said there ain't no way that bitch put put in your head that girl that was trying to leave y'all out of that memorial service when Toot said, I want all of them to be there. Somebody get me Kiwana and Janella's number. Don't nobody remember that? Don't nobody remember when Toot said, can somebody give me Roxy number, Kiwana's and Janella's? And somebody said they over on Spiritual Detectives because see, somebody was watching.
And I think Toot went over there that day. I remember that. I remember that night. Child, remember that night. And I remember Toot went over there to her page, right? And she left a comment or something. I remember that.
Might have been her with her quiet ass. Yeah, watching and shit.
Oh, you went to the meet and greet?
Who got in touch with you even for her to go and fire that shit up? Because she wasn't live until Tootie went live. And Tootie was asking for the family members to come forward. And if people can get in contact with the family members. So when you drop that Kiwana, I something about that I can't rock with because Tootie definitely put that shit out there. And Tootie them definitely was coming in 4 hours motherfucking chat and saying Toot trying to get in touch with y'all, and they was getting blocked the fuck up out of there. Y'all don't remember that? SD was blocking, her mod was blocking people. Cause see, birds of a feather flock together. You hear me? Birds of a feather flock together.
I knew this was gonna happen. I just knew this was gonna happen. I knew it. That's why I tried to stay the hell away from it. Try to stay away.
I don't want to be a part of that nest. I don't want to be a part of no nest where a bitch can hit a panel and say, well, and y'all just going with it. Y'all got pom-poms and shit. Then some things I put 100% if I respect it. I'll say, let's go if I respect it. If I ain't saying nothing, I ain't respecting it. Straight up. That's me. Because see, we're not going to be hypocritical. What's good for the goose is going to be motherfucking good for the gander. Okay? What's good enough for you is going to be good enough for any motherfucking content creator on this app. And I mean that shit. So let's stop with the don't come, y'all do this and do that. Nah, it's good enough for y'all. It's good enough for every motherfucking body else. So let's cut the shit. Oh my damn mother. I'm sick of that shit. I'm sick of the hypocritical shit. Darnell won't go somewhere. I ain't telling me, go where you want to go.
Who page was it? I mean, I know.
The evangelist. Go where you want to go.
Page, or did she just go live and delete it?
Fuck is going on? Then they get up here and they talking, they telling secrets and shit. Mocha, respectfully, sir, you can't kumbaya that. You can't fix that one. I get what you was doing on your panel and I respected it, but you can't fix that. See, loose lips sink ships. And them girls came to your panel because the bitch that they was rocking with was over there telling they dirty little motherfucker, you're my little.
And I think if I can't remember, I remember Kiwana and Janelle said on SD Live that they said something like, we feel comfortable talking to you. Or it was something in that sense. And maybe that's why they didn't want to go to all the outside creators. I don't know. But I found it real strange that they didn't do interviews or talk to nobody else.
And that's supposed to be, that's how we should keep it. But nah, 4 Eyes couldn't help herself. She got in her feelings over being blocked. Man, if y'all get mad about me not following y'all or something, man, yeah, I'm not for y'all. I wouldn't tell y'all my motherfucking business anyway, but I'm just not for y'all. She done told her motherfucking business. Husband ain't happy with her ass. That's why she gotta come on here like she's on a motherfucking period all the motherfucking time and be nasty as a fuck. Cause Kiwana said, we ain't told what you really going through and all the stuff you going through. What? Noted. Bitch is going through some things. in her Master P voice. Okay, keep going, Kiwana.
Oh God.
So when Kiwana dropped that down, and Mocha's like, yeah, by the way, SD is the one that told us. We know. But the first thing she dropped, no, I didn't. I got receipts. I don't get down with that. Because see, you was never their friend. You was saving that shit for a rainy day. Anytime a bitch hold a receipt. She did, fucks giving. She did. She did. When Toot was going to her chat, y'all, that night, if everybody go back that night to her chat, to Toot's chat, if everybody go back to Toot's chat that night, Toot was going over there. Her her subs was going over there to SD's chat. They was blocking them. I wasn't even over there. I went in Toot's or SD's, and I was getting phone calls. I still got messages.
I remember that.
She said she don't take down nothing, but it.
I ain't even gonna hold you. I was going back and forth in both chats trying to see what's going on. I'm looking like, what? I remember that though.
It's really hurt you. I will. I said she dirty. Who said don't take down nothing? Come on, Tammy C. Come on, Tammy C. See, one thing you gotta be smart and see when a motherfucker think they using you, they know where to go. Come on, fucks giving. Come on, fucks giving. The live is still up. Toot's live is still up. Hey, Letitia. The live is still up, fucks giving. When SD and them was over there with Kiwana and Janelle both was sitting on that motherfucking panel. That's why I can't respect it. When them people was coming in that chat telling them Toot's looking for them, all you had to do was look it up. You can't tell me you're that motherfucking gullible, Kiwana. Just maybe the fuck you are. Just maybe the fuck you just might be. They was telling us, that's why I screenshotted what she said. She put it in our head that, man, how old are you again? How the fuck old are you again, my nigga? To let a bitch tell you how the next bitch feel. The fuck? She got clout off the first interview with them and acted like she was their friend and switched on them. Mocha, duh. Little sis. When she was asked to take those kids' pictures down, she should have. She didn't. For a reason, LaTanya. She didn't for a reason. That's the click interviews. Not I. But if a motherfucker shout me out, if it's, I don't care if it's, and let me stop cussing for a minute. If it's Shanitra Speak or Brittany Ann, anybody shout me out, man. Guess what? I'm not going to put my head down for none of y'all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Sorry, not sorry. Sorry, not sorry. I'm going to get my flowers while I'm alive. I'm going to take every flower anybody gives me and embrace that shit. Fuck is wrong with y'all? Fuck is wrong with y'all? Are y'all okay? To really think that somebody can give you flowers and I ain't supposed to say that, hoping that you don't go live and throw a motherfucking shot that somebody gave me some flowers. But it's okay when everybody come over, pom-pom y'all asses, ain't it? Ain't it? So man, go on with all them, I have a dream and all them other speeches, I don't agree with. I can't get with it. If you can't be 100%, you can't be 99.99, 99.98. You got to be 100. Because I get flowers where flowers I do. All over. Because everybody deserves flowers throughout this Naziah Harris case. I don't watch y'all to take something away from y'all. I don't watch y'all if somebody did to take anything away from y'all. Y'all gotta stop doing that shit. That shit's weird as fuck to me when y'all do it. And y'all be wanting the subscribers to go, and I'm not going. Y'all, I ain't going.
That's true. I feel like everything that we come across, we should put together. You know what I'm saying? Put it all together, because that's probably how we gonna connect it. That's how we gonna connect the dots, by putting this shit together.
I don't want to. I don't get down like that. Do your commentary, get the fuck on. Why we can't do that? Why we got to fire shit up? and act like we better. And if we not acting like we better, we showing how the next motherfucker ain't. But y'all want sisterhood and y'all want togetherness and it's about Naziah. Man, it's not. It's not. It's not been about Naziah for a long time. We talk about it, yeah, but we always find some fuck shit to go on with it. Let's talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about it. Cause see, I don't talk about Naziah all the time. I don't. I got so much other shit to talk about, and I do it. I don't. That's y'all. I'm gonna say that be y'all. I talk about other cases, and I ain't stuck on one person in the Naziah Hurst case. I break them all down. Just fuck them all. Okay. Now, what y'all do with it, I don't know. I don't care. But I don't make it my business to fire my shit up and say nothing to y'all when y'all talk about it. I don't dissect y'all. I don't. No content creator. Shane, Mocha, two, none of y'all. Shanitra, Brittany, I give y'all flowers. Even though not. When he said she was ate up by alligators, I don't dislike that man. That's his thing.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't try to push the subscribers to remove themselves. I don't read negative. I don't read negative comments either toward that's throwing slugs, because I've seen the negative comments that be shot throwing slugs toward content creators. If somebody send me a super sticker, super chat, do what y'all think I don't put I gotta go of 10 right now. It's an incentive. This is a business for YouTube. You put in 4,000 watch hours. That's a lot. Try it. You got to get over 1,000 subs. Try it. And I put my motherfucking foot in this shit. Took me a long time to get where I am. But I prayed about this shit. I didn't get on her acting and pretending not to be somebody I'm not. For nobody. But we all have jumped off the ship when it comes to Naziah. So let's not act like we all stayed on the float with Naziah. We all got off course.
Mm-hmm.
Some way or another.
That's true. When I find myself getting off course, I'll just stop talking about it for a while. Cause child,
bitch or a nigga or another, we have all fell off and took it away from it. So don't go giving me no Martin Luther King speech, making a motherfucker think shit about me. Talk about yourself. When I talk about my life, I talk about me. Period. Mm-hmm. Me. I don't give a fuck about nothing nobody else got going on that shit but me. Because it say my name. But a lot of places y'all throw subliminals and shots and shit. That's why I can't respect you in areas. Yeah. I ain't saying I don't rock with y'all, I don't like y'all. I don't respect y'all in motherfucking areas as I see fit. If you flaw in that area. If you cool, you cool. But like I said, you can't be 99.9% real. You can't. That 1% fakeness just throws me from it. I always, what up, Black? What it do? Y'all drop Big Legs link, please. And drop Lizzie's link, please. I can't respect it, so the secrets are getting thrown out. She over talking Mocha and shit. She over trying to sound all soft-hearted and shit like, nah, just in a minute. And so Janelle finally come off her mute button and was like, girl, fuck you, bitch. I said, noted. Fuck you, bitch. Mocha still trying to fix it. Mocha, ain't no fixing this. Big Booger thought he ate today with me. Big Booger thought he ate. I'm ready to get to him too. It's weird ass.
But
she's still over talking. I didn't know that's where the shit with King came from. They say they here for justice for they Naziah, but y'all was telling y'all business too. Where the fuck did y'all get so comfortable to start telling SD y'all business? She's a fucking stranger. Period, point motherfucking blank. When the fuck? Are y'all the fuck okay around this bitch? Cause like I said, y'all, we ain't the same.
That's true. I thought that was kind of strange though, because they was. I was trying to figure out how did they end up getting that damn close that quick? Like what?
I'm from a whole sector where this shit done been played out, done, outdated, and some more shit. That's why y'all can't play in my motherfucking face with the subliminals, with this old fake relationships I had, all the arguing back and motherfucking forth, the word shit. Now y'all ain't friends, so y'all running over mochas. Kiwana, you was on some fake shit too. Real fake shit. Y'all gotta stop that. That's why don't nobody trust what the fuck y'all be saying sometimes. Why you ain't been going over mochas? Mocha's so motherfucking real. Fuck you ain't been over mochas for. Why now?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mocha, I was gonna drop down. That's what a real bitch do. A real bitch gonna drop the fuck down and speak that motherfucking piece. I was in the class like, oh, I just want to drop down. I don't think a bitch gonna do is block you. She already showed y'all who the fuck she was. Stop being motherfucking scary and fake. That shit's weird and it's flaw as fuck.
Maybe they didn't want to drop down because she had some information that they probably don't want her to tell.
That's why I don't want y'all around me. I don't want that fake shit around. I don't. Shit's weird and it's fake as fuck. And so is SD. SD, I've been knowing. She said when I did the Darnell, when I did the evangelist, right? Because it was okay for her to have Kiwana.
I know Roxy somewhere laughing. I know Roxy and Kenya just somewhere sitting back laughing and eating popcorn.
Janelle on her panel, right? This bitch gonna say, yeah, motherfuckers only doing interviews for clout and clicks and views. What the fuck was you doing?
Who said that?
Why you sitting up all motherfucking night long finishing that when Shane go live? You doing motherfucking protect the kids. Bitch, I just did that. Oh. You ain't got no content.
Oh, so that's what's going on in these streets at night. Now, I was catching y'all at night, but child, I worked during the day and I was late for at least 2 weeks straight due to this case. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to sleep at night. I can't do this. I've been and lost my job.
You ain't got no content.
But
when you start going live at 12:30? Can't wait to finger fuck your keyboard to set a title. The subs even call and talk about it. The subs say to me, I go over there one night and she say something. She's like, I listen, but I was like, damn, I thought I just heard this at Shane's. So she said she moved right the fuck along. She said the next day she go back and she heard the shit and she said by this time she like, nah, I know this is Shake Rock's commentary. I said, word. Just like that word. I still didn't say shit.
uh-huh.
Over numbers, bitch. Talk about something. This other kids and some.
See, that's why I try not to be in. I watch people content, but I try not to because I don't want nobody thinking that I'm, biting off their stuff. Or I don't want the viewers to feel like they listening to the same shit all the time. You know what I'm saying? Because I know hearing it all the time is like, damn, girl, we just heard that somewhere else. But I am reacting to this, so this don't count because I didn't get to hear this. So, but that's how I be feeling. Like some things I don't report. Like when the video of Naziah being pregnant, I didn't report on that because I know a lot of people is gonna be talking about that, and I'm like, people don't want to hear that. And yeah, that's why you gotta be careful about when you watching other people content. Just already have your stuff already out and laid out. That way you kind of know. Like I have something that I'm doing as far as like the Naziah stuff. Like I don't be wanting to talk about that all the time because I know y'all hear it, y'all see it all day. Nobody want to keep talking about it. But I do have a video that I went down a rabbit hole. I'm gonna do that one. But I just be tired, y'all.
More shit. Anita, ain't nobody work me up. I'm gonna speak my motherfucking piece just like they do. Everybody having I have a dream speeches tonight, right? I just couldn't do it because, you know what I'm saying, I was with the family.
That part.
I was with my family.
When
So
did
act
you-
like I had a little
when did
common
you start?
sense. But as soon as I got out there, motherfucker, I'm dragging some whores. I wanted to drag some whores.
Thank you.
Whores that have been motherfucking talking about me all this time since I've started the Nazai Harris case. They couldn't stand for a bitch to come through and shine. A bitch that ain't gotta wear the same color lipstick every motherfucking day. A bitch that ain't gotta come on this motherfucker and lie and tag a bitch in to help me the fuck out. I stand the fuck alone. I came in this world alone. I ain't got a twin that's the same age.
I try not to.
Okay?
Thank you.
Y'all was over debunking any commentary I did. SD, you debunked it every night. Everybody heard it.
Really?
Everybody heard it. They would come over here. They would call me, texting me all the time. I bet your ass being shady. And I said, let her be. Let Pharaoh be. Just like Moses. Let Pharaoh be. You even came on here in a Halloween costume in motherfucking February, dressed as a motherfucker. What was it, Maleficent or whatever? But you a spiritual detective. Are you the fuck okay?
She was debunking her content. Oh Lord, now I'm about to go down. I ain't gonna report on it, but I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole. Like every time she posts something, she would go back and go live and debunk her content. Wow. I be trying not to get into the mess. If it do get messy, it's gonna be some mess that. What was the last mess that I posted? I'm gonna have to go back, but I try not to get too messy. Okay.
Who the fuck's watching that demonic shit? Fuck is going on? Talking about Nazia Harris. But like I said, birds of a feather flock together. I don't give a fuck about us subscribers or nothing. I know y'all can't come over here rock around. Just go on, please. I can't. Whore, yeah, whore. But she was throwing subliminals then, y'all. I just let it ride because she wasn't getting under my skin. When bitches do it, you know what I'm saying?
SD was doing that? Or was the viewers being messy? Because y'all know y'all can get y'all be see this y'all type of carrying on. Some people like to do this.
You make me feel like I'm better than you.
She was debunking her stuff. I'm gonna have to go back.
You got way more numbers than me. Bitch, your elevation should be nowhere near any kind of commentary me or Shank Rock got going on to save your soul. What up, Hankin TV? Salute, my brother. Her elevation is far, you know what I'm saying? She supposed to be on some toot shit. That's why you was jealous of Toot. I'm calling it out as I see it. You was being jealous of Toot. Toot over a banging. With that good music, yeah, just like music. I was like, okay, Toot make a bitch put on some heels for no reason. Toot to make me do all kind of shit for no reason. You make my ass itch. You want him to just go live make my ass itch. I got down with you one night. After that, you damn near had me relapse. Like, girl. But I ain't say nothing. I ain't go live and, make my crowd sway the way I felt about you making me want to relapse. Because you dry as fuck. That's why you told Janelle Kiwana, don't go nowhere else. Sucking pussy.
What?
All this old weird dyke shit behind the scenes. Fuck is y'all on? Like some high school shit was going on. What was y'all going? What y'all got going on? Oh, you want me to drop my receipts back? What? They ain't got no business knowing shit about you. Not a fuck thing. They was just supposed to be people you interview. Any updates? Oh, it ain't none. Okay, keep me updated. Y'all okay? All right. Hang that motherfucking phone up. You done told about your husband cheating. You into girls probably and some more shit, allegedly. I don't know what she told me, but I know her marriage ain't right because her delivery on her. It tells everything. How she acts on this app tells me everything that's going on at home. Some shit ain't right in that bitch.
Where is all of this coming from? I'm gonna have to go back, cause what? SD, if you in here, girl, drop
Some
that.
shit ain't right in that bitch. I don't give a fuck who go back and twist it up.
Parker, what's going on?
That's why she didn't even go live tonight. She's waiting to see. I don't gotta wait to see what no bitch is saying about me. I'm gonna go speak my piece. Janella, you want to use a motherfucking lie? Here go XYZ. Y'all don't put it out there. You done staked the bitches and was still trying to be their friend. You was let Mocha coerce a friendship that just wasn't gonna work. They said they told you the steps to being a friend with them, like no kids, no this. They already put the boundaries and everything up for you. But you so motherfucking flawed. You knew you couldn't handle that agreement. But instead of telling them just to keep them close and suck pussy. The fuck? Don't go nowhere else. Don't go. Man, say. I bet I never beg a bitch to stay under me. I bet I ever beg a bitch to stay under me. Don't go nowhere else. Thirsty as hell. Man. Anita was sad. It was all sad. It was all sad. Mocha was getting it. I'm going to tell you how much Mocha, I rocks with you, Mocha. I do. I'm going to tell you how much the hate was getting. Mocha's shit was getting so good, Mocha was getting to lady. Mocha was breaking it down just how as it should have been broke down with her ass. Because Mocha didn't have a biased bone in her body with this. So it was coming off as an interview. See, spiritual detective, she's biased. She don't like Roxy or Tawana. One thing about it is I can't have nobody interview these people that don't like a party in this. I gotta have somebody that don't gotta fight in this shit, that really wants to interview them and ask the real question. Mocha's asking the real question, so Mocha gets laid. We was like, yeah, for me, I wanted that question answered. They getting comfortable with Mocha. Why y'all think she hit that link? Because she already put in the chat. I ain't say nothing. Girl, you did, but I ain't say nothing yet. I was like, girl, I heard what Kiwana just said. It ain't. She said the last content creator whose platform we sat on, she told us, bitch, that's you.
Yeah, because she was the only content creator.
But Mocha get to the good shit, right? Mocha eating, Mocha cooking. I said, cook, Mocha. Cook. They telling Mocha in so many words without, you know what I'm saying? Because they don't want her up there. Come on, folks, give it. When she cussed, soon as she cussed, hey, Purple, soon as Janella cussed and she said, Mocha, I ain't up here for a week ready to leave. That's like, I'll just leave. Mocha, next time, keep your gas, sis. Keep your gas, because you had a good-ass show. Some people come to deter your show any way possible. That's why she dropped down. When I asked that question, how many times did spiritual detective fucks give it? Before I said something, how long was she in her? Did she just come when I put that in the chat? Because I think so, because Mocha was strictly on the Zaya and the family, right? So as soon as I said, so SD said that about 2. Because, bitch, you could have never thought I would pick you over 2. Bitch, I saw the flaw in the face. But see, I give out what you give to me. And move on accordingly. You fake to me, bitch, I ain't. You know, I ain't your like, but I tried with you. I gave you a chance. But guess what? You kept wanting to fuck me with no Vaseline. I ain't going.
Somebody said this was going to get messy like this. I don't know who said it. But somebody said this was going to get messy. It was on somebody live. I don't.
Going with no lubricant. Yeah, I said that. Fuck she thought. She just thought she was that content creator where I just couldn't see through her. And we've been seeing it. Like I said, me and some of my eyes and my subs, we seen it. So she want to go up there over talk Mocha. I love too. She the only person I know that made it about Messiah for peace. Yeah, and I love Toot for that, Jimmy. I do. I rocks with Toot the longest way. Shout out to Toot Uncensored. Yeah, she was, Patricia. As soon as I asked, I said, so Spiritual Detective is the one that said for Toot not to host that event. She dropped down. It said, Miss Parker, what you say? Like she was checking me. Like she was checking me. Dipshit, I don't think so. I the fuck don't think so.
What?
And I repeated what I said because she asked.
Up to that chat. I can sit.
She asked for the link. I can hit the link and we'll hit the link. Dipshit hit the link. Mocha dropped it. Here go Olivia. Miss Parker, that's for you. And don't say you was joking. Olivia, let me tell you something, baby. Stand in your shit. You wasn't joking with me because you didn't see you weren't paying attention to everything. No, you wasn't. That's one thing about it, Olivia. If you come over here, stand in your shit.
Who's Olivia?
Don't dumb it down. I was just joking with you. No, you wasn't. Just be like, oh, man, Miss Parker, hell, I thought it was for you. My bad. I thought that link was for you. I like only real people around me. I can't do this. It's too many crabs in a bucket.
So how far did Mocha get in her interview? For it?
And I don't like seafood. So, yeah, I ain't going.
Let me see.
She's over talking Mocha to work. Kiwana and Janelle was like, Mocha, can I say what I want to say? Can I get this out? She didn't even want them to get out what they was gonna say, right? Because she just didn't know what was gonna be said. She be in so much of a rush. Her equipment don't even be. Who's fuck's giving? Who boo? But Mocha had that's what I'm saying. Fuck's giving. Y'all look at my stinkers. My girls.
Anything.
They be ready for me to go tomorrow.
Anything she prepared for their life. Wow, for real?
I see my babies in a couple months. But anyway,
what
she
did the live planned, and she had the live planned and didn't even get to finish her interview or whatever.
Heard the show. That's what she wanted to do, and I just want Mocha. In my opinion, I need for Kiwana and Janelle to stand in. Absolute Patricia. Amen to that. Amen to that. Everything that they were saying was blaming it on somebody else, and I'm not the fuck going. I don't give a damn. That's when you want to click the view for motherfuckers that just want to let them and say, hold on, stand in your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Mocha did read them, though. I ain't gonna hold you on that one. Mocha definitely
he was not giving direct answers. Yeah,
called it out. But I do need Mocha to understand this. Mocha, it go both ways because they was all pillow talking. And to me, it wasn't no Spiritual Detective was in her ear or nothing. Spiritual Detective was not in her ear telling them, because like I said, if Toot didn't do it live, that'd be different. Then she said, nah, me and Toot and them had a personal call. Yeah, but Toot did it on live too. I don't know what, I don't give a damn about the personal call because I wasn't there for that. But I was in there when Toot said, can somebody go get Janelle and Kiwana's number for me? That black shit, huh? Looking like, yeah. Fuck's giving she did, it was weird. That shit was strange.
When Toot did that live, I wonder if that was the same day she reacted to the interview, or was that before? Because it had to be after. It had to be after because they already had a relationship. They already built the relationship. So
it fucked my peoples up, fuck's giving. I was like, I know you lying. I got woke up to the shit because I was knocked out. Because I think I did like a third shift live. They was like, I know you lying. I said, what? They said, go over and look at SD. I keep saying SD. SD dressed like Maleficent. I said, Maleficent? I said, what you mean Maleficent? They said, yeah, the Maleficent.
Okay, yeah, that's
Sure enough.
and did you
I get up,
have planned out
I go,
and spiritual detective?
and look,
As
it's a whole beast costume. All black, all dark. Just that old weird shit. Like, the shit was just motherfucking strange, right? So I don't say shit. I'm just like, damn it.
So are they willing to speak with you, Mocha, after all of this to kind of finish out your conversation, or are they just done with talking? Like, did they come back? Or have y'all been talking since? Because that's why I try not to interrupt people
That shit's weird. Like,
doing they shit.
she's strange as fuck. But, you know, everybody weird in their own way. So I don't judge, right? So, she throwing shots that day. And I don't need nobody come back saying, what shots was I throwing? Standing y'all shit, and let's just move the fuck along. That's all I need y'all to do.
Yeah, I'm good.
Jamila, what is that? Yep. Jamila, you right. Demonic and weird. And she tried to throw Mocha's show tonight. She tried to throw Mocha's show. That's why she was up for over talking to girls. She didn't want nobody to hear what they had to say. Yeah, she didn't want them telling her secrets and shit. Because Kiwana, Janella was on it. Because Janella was like, you know what? Fuck you, bitch.
Yeah, Janelle, she probably was gonna say something, but now I don't know. Janelle, she ain't with all the drama. Like I said, when she started cussing, baby, that's what turned me like.
It's going, damn.
Mocha was very.
But Mocha really wasn't there for that, though. I will give her that. But Mocha didn't pay attention to that's what spiritual detective came to do. She didn't want them to put her secrets out. And I said I was going live. And once Kiwana said that, she said, why we can't go over to Miss Parker's and Ratchet's, and she said this content creator was telling us don't fuck with certain people and all that. I said, wow, really? I already knew. Y'all. I already knew. Yes, she did. Fuck giving, she fell in love with him like that was her sister's shit. So you really ain't got no friends. You had to make friends with the interviewers. Huh? I know you lying. She had to go make friends with the people she interviewed, man. I know you lying to me.
Because did she ever do another interview after that?
You lying to me.
Twice, or maybe another time after that.
Mm-hmm.
But
well, she told them her personal business, y'all. She told them about her family business. Ain't no way. Yeah.
oh, child. I just knew. I kind of figured once I got back into this side of YouTube, it was gonna be some mess. I didn't think it was gonna be this type of mess. I did not think it was gonna be this type of mess. That's why I stay off of some because
I don't know. Look, you know what? I'm gonna have to go through Mocha Live and see real quick.
you know what I'm about to do?
I'm gonna have to go through Mocha Live and see. Yeah. Over on Mocha, the queen. It went down. But like I said, the only thing stuck out to me the most was fuck what you said about me. But and then the two had the event. He want to respect you like, yeah, somebody want to have an event for Nazaya, that's fine. We don't mind. You should have said that then. You should have went over and y'all should have hugged too, because it was worldwide. Everybody was doing that shit. Y'all know good and damn well, too, was doing that event for Nazaya.
I missed that.
I knew too was doing that motherfucking event for Nazaya. Here it come. We would love. Why y'all didn't go look? Why y'all didn't go check?
Mm-hmm.
Y'all wouldn't be caught up in the shit about King and Janella or none of that. And what the fuck's up with that? And she said, I only went off what you told me, Janella. So what's going on?
Where's Rocky and them at?
Is that what y'all heard? That King and Janella, did that come from Spiritual Detective? Is that correct? Oh, Jamila, I've seen enough tonight. I know keyboard gangster when I heard him. Chick Lady, you ain't never lying about that one.
Thank you.
I heard it all tonight. That's what I'm saying. Let me play Mocha. Mocha, I want to play a little bit of your live. Hold on, y'all.
So yeah, we already heard that. But I don't want to take away from that, but let me just play a little bit more, and then
I'm gonna take it.
the new anybody she took the video
And Mocha, you heard Mocha tell us put on muting herself.
of the baby.
For
Janelle.
trying to control somebody else's parents so your motherfucking dark secrets won't come out. Everybody's just coming out. The fuck? Hold on, y'all. She said, yes, she had just came because somebody asked and tagged her name, especially when she kept on muting herself. Yeah. But if they into the family. Mocha, you just now realizing that? You just now realizing that? So, because what was it about? Let me see. Because everybody was saying, like, because SD did say she had her own opinion, and she said she been knowing about Jarvis for 12 years. Correct? Did I hear that right? Jarnell said it was 3 things. The SD did. She did say that.
Right.
Well, for real.
I'm gonna see if I can see the way I'm chatting.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did. But y'all wanted the baby. Yeah, we want
I was trying to see if I can see the chat.
we want anybody that's gonna do something for the baby. Then cut it out. Y'all lie too much for me.
Hey Tony.
Y'all lie too much. I walk for baby. The notes was notes.
Yeah, because Janelle always been on the fence.
The math wasn't mathing, but baby.
She just was laid back,
Them notes was notes tonight.
willing to speak to whoever.
I think it's funny. I don't give a damn what nobody says. You know, when you lay with snakes, you get bit. When you lay with snakes, you get bit. Just like the evangelist laid in that bed of fleas, and guess what? He got bit in front of the world. Let me get Mocha stood up.
I think too, even time now is making the people.
So I'm gonna go right to a spiritual detective. You know, probably with her fake ass.
Damn. Why she gotta be all that? Hey, Marlene.
Wait a minute. SD said, okay, Yolanda. SD said that's why she felt the way about Janelle because. But you think she just found that out, love? Let's be honest. Do y'all really think that she just found that out?
What about the 12 years?
Okay, I'm here. Let me see. When did I come in the show was the crazy part. I wish I'd had a timestamp. So when Kiwana put that out, because the show was only, let me see. Oh, damn, Mocha, 4 hours? Shit.
Oh, child.
Yes, she do fucks giving. Exactly. Cause I'm like, damn, protect the kids. I just did that. Like, I literally had just did that. And I told Shank Rock, I said, Shank Rock, look at this shit. I said, so she do be doing that weird shit. I would never. Now, do I ask a content creator to let me use their content out of respect? Yes. Shanitra Speak, Brittany Ann, MTGV TV. I ask them. Even Spiritual Detective. Go over and look on her community. I ask them. Not to mimic them, not to bite off of them or nothing, or be in the bushes and then go live. Hey, I was right on time. Pookie Poo said one thing that pissed Janelle off was SD posted a picture of her son and she asked her to take it down. Come on, Pookie Poo, let's show the relationship right there.
You know what?
Thank you, Barbara, my boo.
That's why I be trying not to.
Yep, they showed it, kept trying to debunk. Yes, they did. Yes, they did. Yes, they did.
If I do try to post something, it'll be like, on that side of the fence. I'm not posting nothing against the family like that. Not the family that helped. I ain't doing that. Because I just know Jarvis, I don't want to be the one.
Yes, she does.
Man, get off.
What up, Raw, my baby, my sister? Okay, Mocha said, we got to call it what it is. Kiwana is messy because she started bringing up other things that didn't have to do with Nazaya. Jarnell was strictly talking about Nazaya. Kiwana is a shit starter. I will give that to Janelle, that I didn't hear nothing come from Janelle about anything or whatever. But Kiwana, you definitely showed me how weak you was tonight. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna be real about it. I'm not fan the fuck out, so that we can dismiss all of that. It was never when I asked Kiwana to hit the panel, she did not be like, okay, I get it. Oh, we ain't hit no more panels. Y'all be lying so much. We ain't hit no more panels till after the trial. Then Mocha, I was like, ooh, Janella, didn't I say it? Why Janella ain't come off of mute then? Because you bitches are motherfucking users. But, salute to my sister Mocha. I ain't gonna take a motherfucking shine from what she did tonight. But, bitch, y'all only went over there for real, nigga. Truth be motherfucking told, because motherfucking Spiritual Detective went against y'all asses. And y'all needed somewhere to debunk some shit. And who alive? Mocha, man. Mocha alive. Y'all gonna be real. All this whole fake flaw shit y'all on, man. I mean, I can't get down with the teabagging.
See, that's where I'm lost at. Because what happened, I'm gonna have to go back to Spiritual and see what she said on her live, because I ain't been watching her lives. So I'm gonna have to go back and see what she said to make them. I know it was something to do with the picture, but did she also say something? Because this all went left out of nowhere.
I got up out of there. She looked demonic. Shit, I didn't know Janelle knew for 12 years. But act like they just found the charges. It motherfucker, y'all see what I'm saying? But just act like they just found the charges from the birthday party, not Porker's. And y'all leave Porker's birthday out of this. So I seen somebody throw a Porker's birthday party. We're not doing that. Leave Porker's birthday party all the way the fuck alone. But I did see somebody say she said that, and I was like, but damn, y'all act like shit just stemmed from the birthday party. But okay, like look, dog, I ain't going. Jamila, you better know if you know, you know. That's why I said I ain't nobody float my boat. Don't come at me with no motherfucking I have a dream speech or nothing in this perspective, but don't. I'm not going. Y'all can't just make me go with anything y'all be saying, because y'all on y'all panel, y'all mics are loud and shit. I don't give a fuck about a mic being loud. I don't give a damn about none of that. Y'all subs are y'all subs, and mine are mine. And we can keep it that way, you know what I'm saying? If that's what y'all want, because that's what it's like. Motherfuckers is trying to sway the crowd, and I ain't going with all that. Go to the beat of your own drum, not mine or nobody else's. Y'all recognize real. Y'all recognize what it is. But I don't get down with the subliminal shit that's been happening from all directions. From all directions. And the nerve to say I didn't know that was your son. Girl, Morgan.
That's why I don't really try to.
Neither I try. It's hard. You know what I'm saying? Because when they do be being fake, I could be fake too. But I don't even want to be like that.
When I try to,
what we getting out of it?
Try to go down my own,
Yeah. But she act fucks giving you this shit. Because when I said that about the two shit, that's when she want the link. Right? Mocha dropped it like 3 times. Hit the link. I couldn't connect. I don't know what's going on. You connect over that motherfucker when you still in content. Shit.
Yeah.
Someone was calling her school and everything, but who knows? She was going to school and what school? Yes, the Pookie Poo. You know, that was probably SD. I'm saying allegedly, but that was probably her doing that shit, making it like it was Kenya and Roxy when it wasn't even them.
What's she talking about?
She didn't like them, so they fell right into the right laps. You know what I'm saying? They definitely fell into the you know, like I said, you know, you'll fall into the lap of like-minded people of yourself. And I stand on that. You know what I'm saying? That's why they know where to go and mix and mingle of like-minded people. We do that. We fall in the line of like-minded people. We hang where we know somebody's on our level, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Come on, Goddess. And that's what took me. That's what took me. Okay, Nita. Hey, Miss Denise, what to do, sis? Okay, 1 hour 50. Look at y'all on the time. I'm already at 1:11. Let me go to 1 hour. I know my son like, damn, mama just got in the house. She laughed. I said, son, I'm ready to go live.
No, I think Janelle mentioned that they've been knowing Jarvis was a SA for 12 years or something like that. And she brought it up. And I guess she randomly came across this information or something. But they've been saying this for a while. I don't know. She just, I don't know how it just came back. But I mean, we all been knowing this for a while. But anyway, she was saying that why is they just now saying this? Like, why? You know, if you've been knowing this, why you didn't do nothing, basically. That was
okay, y'all. Let's get to it for a minute. I ain't going to play Mocha a whole lot because I want her to get her traction. Let me start. Okay.
I didn't see it till this morning. Well,
hold on, y'all. Let me skip the commercial.
I'm like, damn, what happened?
Oh, they gonna go now. What we talking about?
How Kawana really don't really
real recognize real every time. That's why I can't respect everybody. I don't like people that don't got their own mind, especially at our age. Like I said, I know Mocha and Regina young, but everybody else, I think that we are in a mind, like we are at an age where we make our own. You know what I'm saying? Where you can see things for yourself and not ask stupid ass questions. I seen some stupid ass questions.
Who daughter said it? Because I heard what's her name? Kiwana say something about my daughter. So she was talking to her daughter too. SD was talking to Kiwana's daughter too.
I was like, what? Like, what? Are y'all serious? But like I said, salute to Mocha, because Mocha did say, okay, so Miss Parker, when did this, and what happened with this? So yeah. Yeah, Jamila, I'm done. Like, hey, Skins for Life, what it do? But the pictures they have said about our Mucinex and King's Bay. Wait a minute. I know you lying, Patricia. I know you lying. Hold on.
Yeah, that's crazy because he calls her mom, and because he fucked around and went on Miss Parker's panel and said all that he said. Now Annette and Shannon got him recanting his story because they're ready to do him in. Because he said too much. Well, one thing he said that really pissed me off is he was speaking on Maury. Let me say this. All the times that he claimed he did it.
This what get me. You on Mocha panel talking the most shit about what pissed you off. Don't get over there, Kiwana, with that old fake ass shit. Show weird ass on. I'ma say it now. Show weird ass on. What made me mad? You was in the motherfucking chat. You could have hit the panel and said that. So again, don't wait till the shit's over. That's like a motherfucker waiting till you say something and then come back later on down the road like, I ain't like when you said that. Bitch, that shit dead. That interview was what? 2 weeks ago. That shit dead. You was right in the chat.
This was in the family. Today is she 18, don't know any better.
I just want to know what Uncle Daddy is about up there. Man, come on, Mocha. I beat that. I took notes. I put the pencil and the hand and the emoji in there. When soon as Mocha brought up Uncle Daddy, oh no. What? Every time I said that, I've been said that. I said, how come when everybody talk about Uncle Daddy, everything shut the fuck down? But you over here, big Billy badass. Yeah. I got mad at a motherfucker. You ain't get a motherfucking thing. Cause ain't no way that's your motherfucking cousin and you in the chat. You ain't said shit. You ain't say shit. So miss me. I hate that fuck shit. We not going. That shit dead. Man, Jamila. What you doing, Fly? And for you being how you are, watch and see if God don't keep you showering endless blessings. Man, Anita, I'm good. I'm blessed with y'all. That's all I need. Who was Uncle Daddy? That's the uncle the Annette's brother that she had the baby by, allegedly. So Kiwana and Janelle aren't cool with SD anymore. God is girl. That's why I said I'm only playing a little bit of Mocha's live. You great, Harry?
I'm gonna go tonight. I'm gonna look into that. See what's going on.
This right before SD hit the link. Okay. Too old to be followed. Pookie poo. That's what they do. They follow the leader around here. Because the motherfucker's mic is micing. And, you know, I mean, I don't.
Okay, this gives me another little rabbit hole to go down, child, because what is going on? So have they made up? Are we late? I know I'm late, but have they already made up and this drama is over, or is it still going? Because if it's still going, child, I'm going to have to get connected. I'm going to turn some notifications on. All right, so yeah, it's a lot. I want to go back to the beginning of Mocha's video where she, let me see. The beginning of hers where she was actually talking to them about everything before the live got interrupted. Oh no, that's not it. Dang, okay, yeah. I know she didn't. Wait, did she take it down? The most recent. It's been 23 hours. Oh, I'm 24 hours late. Damn, I'm late for real. Okay, yep, there it is. Okay. Okay, so Janelle. Oh, let's see. No, dang. I hate that for me. I can't see the chat. I want to see the chat. That sucks. That's where the mess said. The mess is in the chat. I don't want to see the chat. Okay, child. Let's see. I think it's this one. Get this one. Okay, share. Like the mess is in the chat.
And then, you know, we like, okay, it's out here. It's in the news.
I'm on my phone. Have a date.
Maybe now they'll listen to us. Maybe this will put some pressure on us. Then to get backsided in that process. And didn't say any, you know, we didn't say anything to anybody on social media for a long time because it was, you know, it was like, that's not my thing.
Okay.
But then we had to go on social media and defend ourselves for lies.
I heard.
And every turn, lies. And that was just one situation because that was somebody who was just already in our circle anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But then to have somebody befriend you and you think you got genuine support And then they turn on you and start putting out these assumptions and these lies when they had access to you, full access to you, that they could have came and asked you.
Okay, so okay, let me go back because you got me off track.
Talking about.
She was talking.
For lies.
I'm not.
Media outlets to put pressure on the police because it didn't seem like they were doing anything because Detroit Public School Police had the case for 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And then, we like, okay, it's out here. It's in the news. Maybe now they'll listen to us. Maybe this will put some pressure on us. Then to get backsided in that process. And didn't say we didn't say anything to anybody on social media for a long time because it was like, that's not my thing.
Okay.
But then we had to go on social media and defend ourselves for lies.
I heard.
And every turn, lies. And that was just one situation because that was somebody who was just already in our circle anyways.
Mm-hmm.
But then to have somebody
Okay, right there she's talking about that's her talking about
got genuine support.
The 7 Mile dude. I caught on to that. You're talking about 7 Mile dude. Now she is
support.
Wow.
And then they turn on you and start putting out these assumptions and these lies when they had access to you, full access to you, that they could have came and asked you.
And this is
wow. And let me. Well, I know where you're going with that. I know exactly where you're going with that. And let me
pretty
say
much
this.
Everybody like, well, why did you file the cease and desist? That was just first of all, I've been in school. I just graduated from not only all this stuff came out on the day I graduated from school.
Cease and desist.
Well, congratulations.
Dealing with this with Naziah. I've been dealing with another family member who was very ill. I've been dealing with my own personal stuff. So, I've been trying to handle all the burners and everything, but sometimes I have to put more focus on other things. But this was just the straw that broke the camel's back. I'm tired of it. I don't mind what you say about me. You can disagree with what I did with the little bit of information that you know, but don't lie and don't make assumptions.
Right.
That's my problem. After you befriended us and had total access, and then call or say, hey, can you clear this up? Well, I saw it. Nothing. Just went on there and said whatever you wanted to say. But it's all good. It's not personal. I'm just tired of it because
SD right here.
My main focus now that I'm finished with school is trying to complete the efforts that I've been trying to do to get complete justice for Naziah. Because Jarvis is not complete justice for Naziah.
Exactly. Oh, I know. I've been screaming that from day one.
But to clear up, if it's something you want to clear up, I like I told SD, I have always been an open book. And no, you may not agree with anything but I did the best I could.
Mm-hmm.
What are you supposed to do when you find out your niece had a baby with a sex offender? The first thing I figured out was, well, why is you not on the registry? So I did that. Mm-hmm. Then I contacted the people who supervise him, and they pretty much told me, well, has there been some accusations? No. Well, he doesn't have to. He's not on restrictions. He can be around children. I said, you mean his own children? She said, he can be around any child. He cannot live within 1,000 feet. He cannot do this.
No way.
I said, well, he's telling people that it was a lie and a different story than what happened. She said, oh, that's what they do. That's basically what they told me. There was nothing that I could do. So I talked to the family. I talked to Shannon. I constantly talked to Shannon. I told Annette what was going on. And she told me, I don't get in my kids' business. You can lead a horse to water, but you cannot make them drink.
Right. And in your defense, Journal, right. And in your defense, let me say this. In your defense, every time you hit a platform, your story, it remains the same.
Mm-hmm.
It remains the same. And for that, I respect you. I respect you. And I just could not understand where the disconnect came with you and SD.
I didn't either. That was shocking to me. And as you notice, even when
So y'all knew this. Why I'm just now? I didn't know they was.
people say things about me, I don't never go out of character. I'm not about to bash you or call you names, or that's just not me.
Mm-hmm.
But what was messed up with that situation was you had access to me.
Yeah.
You could have called me and asked me anything that you wanted.
Right. Right.
I have
And-
never. Now, you
Well,
know,
it's
I
good
have
that she
restricted
didn't
myself in
have
some
enough.
ways, but she
Right.
had access.
Correct.
I
Correct.
turned
So,
down other people, but I trusted her.
Yeah.
and I'm glad. I'm thankful that you decided to get on my panel today to clear it up. You know.
And let the truth be told, I talked to SD, but Kiwana should be the one who was more upset than me, because her and Kiwana talked at length.
Wow.
They talked way more than I talked to her.
And a lot of things, and I'm in SD's defense, I'm going to say this. You said a lot of things. Right, a lot of things you guys said. And I'm going to say SD was invested. She really was, and she had this. She cared for you guys in a mighty way. I know this personally, and it was some things that Roxy and Kenya said that just made everything questionable. So it's like it took everybody back to the drawing board again, and you're like, damn, who do you believe at this point?
Yes, and I agree with that. But if people look from the beginning, we never even did any social media, anything, really. We would talk to the news, etc. I think we did go on Mark for a few minutes one time.
Mm-hmm.
But like they say, when people start talking about you, a person, you got to remember at one time they was cool with that person too.
Right, you're right.
Right. So
right.
You got to ask yourself, right? Why did this person get mad? It seems like a lot of people get mad when you don't want to go down the route that they want to go down and do certain stuff.
That's been my word from day one.
Yeah, and I'm not a person. I'm not about to go lie or badger, or I'm not about to do that. My thing is strictly about the truth.
Right.
I'm not gonna make up nothing. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I think Kiwana having a hard time getting in.
I know, because I'm seeing that she haven't hit the thing yet. And another thing, and just for me, because like I know y'all have heard me before, and I speak what I know. And I just want you to clear up for me, like when y'all went on the news thing and you said you knew that, that Naziah would be next. Just clear it up, because it made us believe that something else had been happening in the next house and nobody said nothing.
Well, when I said that, I figured that Naziah would be next to run away, because the children run away.
Wow.
Even as a child, you have to understand, Annette is much older than me.
Right.
She's in her 60s. I'm 43.
Oh, okay.
So when I was me and her second oldest child are the same age.
Okay.
So as a kid, I used to watch my nieces and nephews run away.
Wow.
So when I said that Naziah would be next, it wasn't to be missing or anything like that. It was when her brother left, when her brother ran away, she was next in charge.
Wow.
See, when you go on these publications and talking, you have to go into detail exactly what you're saying, because just like this, how she got misconstrued in the whole storyline and twist and turn.
That's horrible.
So when you're next in charge and the bulk of the responsibility is on you, then most likely you're going to say, well, they ran away, I'm going to run away too. That's what I said. And I have been telling people that now that Barry's gone, she's going to run away.
Right, right. It makes sense to me. It makes sense now. You know, being that you said she'd have been stuck with all those responsibilities. Now, being that I have you here, because I'd rather get it from the horse's mouth than to have to get it from elsewhere, second, third, fourth, fifth hand. Jernell,
Yeah.
what is this situation with this evangelist Kenneth person?
I don't like Kenneth is one of Annette's son's Florentino's ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I would run into Kenneth occasionally if I was over there, but we never really talked to each other like that. I really didn't know about him. I was told things about him, you know, situations, whatever. But me and Kenneth wasn't close.
Right.
I even attended that church with Annette 1 or 2 times, but I didn't go back anymore.
That's
I
a
already
weird
have a
church.
church home.
That's a weird church.
Yes,
I've seen
that's
some
not
things.
the type of
I've seen some
I mean, it's
things,
just,
girl.
you know, they had different types of churches and way people, that just wasn't my cup of tea or whatever, and I went on my way.
Girl.
And I don't even know what Kenneth or them got anything to do with this because
Okay. Because at first, I ain't even gonna hold y'all. I thought the church thing was kind of steering off topic. I knew it had a little, but I didn't think it was just too in topic. But it's a little okay. So if somebody close to the family think that it's kind of fishy,
He's
I don't
all in
know.
it now. It's crazy. And you
I
know,
don't know what they
let
got
me tell
anything to
you,
do with this. I don't even know.
yeah, Kenneth went as far as calling a name of another Kenneth Greer, who he
I
named
don't
as the
even know that man. When they bring that out, I was like, what was that?
well, you know, he called Kenneth Greer out as being the autistic guy that had touched Naziah. So Kenneth Greer came back to debunk Kenneth Evangelist's lie. And then text messages came out between Kenneth the Evangelist and Vari. Girl.
You know what, Mocha? A lot of this stuff I don't even see because I don't even look at it. If you see me pop in on something, it's because somebody said, hey, check this out. Look at this. They talking about you or something like that.
I can respect that. But
I
this
really
is
don't,
horrible.
because it's just too much. It's just too much, especially with the you know, people going off of assumptions and stuff.
Right. And that's why I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because some of these questions
Kiwana
needed to
said,
be
drop the link one more
I don't
time.
see
She
that.
said
Okay.
she got her thing
News
crossed up.
articles. If I don't,
okay, got it.
Yeah, I ain't.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I know of Kenneth. I know he used to be around. Annette, him and Annette became friends after Florentino were no more or whatever, I guess.
So let me ask you this. Lady JJ asked a question. She said, do you think the 7K is for Naziah for ladies' problems? Because Kenneth said he was given 7K by a drug dealer.
Who was given 7K?
That's what Kenneth the Evangelist says.
I don't know nothing about that. I don't even know what Kenneth had anything to do with this. Where was Kenneth in January 2024 when Naziah originally went missing?
That's a good question.
I mean,
See,
I don't
know.
even. That's the reason why when he came, I was like, who put him into this? Who, like, I don't know
And then
where
I
all
be
this
thinking
stuff
like,
came from with Kenneth. I don't know if that.
I be thinking like, what if the lawyers hired? You know, what if Jarvis lawyers put a bug in Kenneth ear, or somebody in the house ear saying, hey, go and say this, go and spread this information real quick so we can say that Naziah is still alive and this can go down this route. Like, that's why I just, some of it, I can't, but that could be a possibility. Like, Jarvis lawyers probably working behind the scenes on all of this shit. And I ain't trying to be the one when everything comes out.
That is true or not at all.
Something we done said in these videos.
Wow. And
But
I respect it because your story never changes.
Yeah, but thinking about that,
people that's talking.
Kenneth is closer to Annette than I am.
Why are you willing to?
I could believe that. I could believe that because when he hit that panel, the first thing he said is,
the truth. And they saying I'm withholding information. The truth of the matter is, yes, I was around and I was active in and out of their lives. But I I'm not the person that they would share everything with, or I would see everything, because Shannon called me Auntie Janelle, go buy the book. That's the reason why when she told me, I was like, what the fuck did you think I was going to do with that information when you told me that?
Right. Hey, Kawana.
Hey,
You
Mocha,
seeing
how
that?
you doing, love? My apologies. I had some technical difficulties here.
That's okay, girl. That's okay. We just trying to clear some shit up because I don't want to be, repeating shit that ain't right. So I'm glad y'all came into the chat.
Not a lie.
Yeah, absolutely, Mocha. You know, like I said, I didn't have an email for you, but I was checking it out a little bit earlier. You know, I'm not gonna go in depth of the conversation, but I said let me reach out to Mocha because I didn't want you to have a judgment based on what someone was saying.
Correct.
Because you know me, I'm honest. We've always tried to be honest, and that's just what it is. And I said I would prefer to speak to her. We speak to her ourselves before letting someone speak for us.
And I respect that. I'm so happy you guys popped up today. I respect that. So I'm gonna let you speak your piece, Kawana. Go ahead, girl.
So I gotta catch up, y'all, because I had it going on, and I'm trying to figure out what were you guys talking about here?
Well, the last thing we spoke on, I wanted to know, about the evangelist Kenneth, and his, what role does he play in all of this?
Yeah, she was.
So honestly, Mocha, one thing that he was honest about, as far as me watching, checking him out on the podcast, is he was clear in saying that we've never had a conversation. I've never been around Kenneth. I've probably seen Kenneth twice. I've never had a conversation with Kenneth or sat down with Kenneth and talked or any of that. So I really don't know Kenneth. And this other Kenneth guy, I've never even heard of him. Like, literally, I don't know who he is. And I've never heard of him. Okay, so I don't know Kenneth like that. And not only that, but the only people that really know Kenneth was the people in Auntie in that house. Now, Kenya, have said she been around him or something like that. I don't know. I just know that I've never dealt with Kenneth because I really didn't have, I don't know, I just didn't catch a vibe from him to want to converse. You know what I'm saying? Or to want to talk or want to get to know him.
Yeah, and he kept stressing that a drug dealer gave him $7,000. And everybody's like, okay, does this have to do with lady? Is it a debt that, we don't know. We're trying to figure out the $7,000.
So one thing is for sure, and two things are for certain. I wanna be clear about this. The chief investigator, as far as this investigation, has any avenue imaginable from my understanding. Now, I'm not, sitting here saying that, because our question marks are out there too. We're trying to figure out. We are just like everybody else, trying to figure out what is going on, and even worse, because she's our actual family member. That we loved her, and so, but as far as her avenues and investigations, from my understanding, all these avenues that everybody is speaking about were investigated. That's what I've been told. Am I right, Janelle?
Yeah.
Wow.
But I never heard about a $7,000. But
yeah, as far as money wise, no. But as far as this whole
drug stuff, that was investigated.
That was it from we were listen. I'm trying to anything that you guys can think of or have thought of or have talked about, anything that we could think of, we already went down the avenue. We stood on whoever neck we can stand on to say, hey,
they went down the avenue of
and not only that, the chief investigator, listen,
and
I can't speak for everyone else, but as far as the chief investigator, is what I know and what I've been told is she's very thorough. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm just clearing that up as far as what we know. We've been down all those avenues when it comes to hotels. We did all this was last year for us.
They figured out all this stuff. DPD had this case for almost 30 days before they turned it over to DPD. DPD figured all this stuff out and had sufficient evidence to do what they needed to do immediately.
Okay.
They did not waste no time when they got that they talked to other people and us and whatever.
Uh-huh.
They did not play. More happened in 2 weeks of them having the case than it happened in 30 days of Detroit Public School Police having the case.
Wow.
Right.
So
You know,
anytime
and that's where
contact
the
another police officer,
That kind of makes
detective.
sense. I can believe that, and that's why them twins dropped all that weight in 30 days. Okay, while they was investigating. Oh, when they was when Detroit Police Department got the case, that's why they dropped their weight so damn goddamn fast.
She would go and follow that lead. Anything we saw on social media, anything that kept popped in her head, she would. Even when they had told us this was a recovery effort, I called her. I said, "Well, no. Somebody said that they saw Naziah at a liquor store." She said, "I don't think that's the truth. You know, a lot of people are going to contact you and tell you things and this and that and the other." I'm like, "But the man said he saw her and this, that, and the other." She said, "I'm going to go over there and check it for you just to make you feel better." She got up and went over and checked it, already knowing what they knew that they hadn't even told us 100% yet.
Right.
All they told us it was a recovery effort.
So based on what they've told you all, thus far, do you think that Naziah is no longer with us?
I don't, you know, when it's your family, you know, evidence, like, I don't have all the evidence. I don't have enough evidence.
That's enough for me. If you don't have enough evidence, I'm convinced.
Because I'm like, the preliminary was only 10% of the information that they have.
The thing is, they don't want to say she did because that's family. They don't want to say the baby is gone. She's not here with us. But I feel like anybody that's still saying she is alive, they is on driver. They working with.
That's nothing.
Nothing.
But it was a whole lot. But I'm the type of person that I need 100% of it. You know,
right?
For me to, you know, I don't want to wrap my head around that.
And I understand that the evidence is being held for trial. I understand that, but you know, but here it is for them to. If you're a family, right? And we know that it is. If we know that, oh, here comes Kawana back. If we know that, if we know that it's going to trial, and you guys are family, I would think that they would tell you guys first.
They won't tell us nothing. They ain't even
something ain't right. If they're not telling y'all something, something ain't right.
They didn't tell us
and I do believe that it's some crooked shit going on. You know, especially when who's the lead prosecutor? I mean, the lead investigator. Is it Kim?
No.
Okay.
She's the head prosecutor.
Oh,
they
the
won't tell us nothing. They haven't even been telling like they were talking to Annette, but she didn't even know the day that Kim Worthy was going to go and put the charges. She didn't know. They not gonna tell you this case is so high profile, it's so suspicious that they won't tell nobody nothing, not even a family. They ask a lot of questions, but they won't tell you nothing.
And from what I know, from what I've gathered, I'm not part of the family, but you know, we got invited into this, and you know, YouTube has been digging, and I feel that they're not telling you all the things that you all should know because it's bigger people involved.
I do. And I feel like everything will come out. Well, I'm praying that everything comes out in trial. At the trial, I'm praying that everything comes out in trial. Like a lot of stuff we just don't know. They're not telling us this stuff.
Right. And I understand. I respect that it's still an open investigation, right? I respect that. But as a family, I mean, they should give you all some level of comfort. Because grieving is, I mean, who wants to just continue grieving, not knowing, and this trial may last 2 years, and y'all still gonna be just grieving and don't know nothing.
Don't know nothing.
But you gotta think, Mocha, do you recall the Zion case?
I remember that. I can barely hear.
Can you hear me now?
You on speaker?
Wait, let me see if I am. No, I don't think I am.
Okay, all right. Can you hear her, Mocha?
I hear her.
Oh, okay, so that's all right.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me, Jay?
Yeah, I'm good. If I can't hear you, I'm okay.
Okay, so yeah, I was saying that it's not just an Isaiah case when it comes to long trials. You know, the Zion Foster case, if y'all recall that wasn't no year-long case. You know, it took time for them to come to in terms with convictions and so on. And we're
Right.
talking about no body. So if there was a body and so on, yeah, we probably would have been there by now, but her body hasn't even been recovered. So yeah, you know, I mean, that's that. It's not going to be, you know, a 6 month thing here. You know, I mean, we're
And
just
that's my biggest thing. There's nobody. There is nobody. And with there being no, and that's where I'm confused at, right? Because there's nobody. And that's why I feel like this case is all over the place. And there are bigger people involved. Because if there's nobody, how could they have that, put the M charge on him? You can't
so
do
for
yeah,
so just to say, I'm not you know, I hear what you're saying, but the way cases go, you don't necessarily have to have a body when it comes to a conviction. You know, they go by substantial evidence. Like, say, for instance, we don't know what all they have. That's the thing. Like she said, it was a very small amount of evidence. That the preliminary is just to get the case to go uh to go on to the next court. It's not to tell everybody what they have. They don't tell you what they have until they go to trial, because that's how they get the conviction. Right now, it's either you know, you're going to take a plea deal or you're going to trial. He chose to go to trial. That's where we're headed. Okay, so we don't know what all they have. We are extremely curious to know what they have.
Let me
It's
play
almost
this.
like, what is it else that we can do other than hope and pray that
right.
there's justice? We are not on a bench. We are still in movement. Okay.
Right.
And so that's mainly our thing. Um, when it comes to, you know, we appreciate the story being put out. It's not just about the story being put out though, Mocha. We've asked for support. It's
Right.
been one person who podcast we've been on that actually said, have actually stood on support, as far as support. Okay, and that's
Mhm.
the first one we went on. And she said, in whatever y'all need to do, in anything that we call her, if we need to, you know, this is what we do. We do need help, but
Right.
Well, before we get out of here, I just want to play this video, just in case somebody is watching, lawyers or somebody in the court zone, somebody likes to. I want to play this video, and then I'm gonna let y'all go because I gotta go pick my daughter up from work. Let me know while I'm in the video if y'all seen it, because hmm, y'all probably already seen it because I don't know what y'all be seeing. Y'all be on these other platforms, y'all be seeing a lot. I don't be getting all of the tea until it's late. But oh shit, okay, there we go. And let me know, drop down in the comments if y'all seen this video or not. But I'm gonna play this before I go. And we're gonna go down this. I'm gonna go down this rabbit hole right here because yeah, some ain't right. And they turned the comments off on this video. But we gonna watch it.
Arson video captures two people setting fire to a Detroit business. The owner says he believes they were customers angry about a payment.
In fact, he says they returned overnight with a gas can and a lighter. Larry Spruill has more of the video from Frank's Auto Center on Detroit's East Side.
The owner tells me everything happened here Friday night at his auto center place. He says a customer was upset, came back up here and lit the place on fire. Take a look at the damage right along the front of the building. But he says the good news is it was all caught on camera. It's here in this video where the owner of Frank's Auto Center on Detroit's East Side, Frank Hatcham, says an angry customer allegedly tried to burn down his shop. after they got into a disagreement Friday afternoon.
We had a customer come in and, he wasn't happy about the price. We gave him a price up front, fixed his car. He comes pick up his car. He said that's not the price we gave him. And he said he already paid us, which is he didn't pay us.
Hatcham says Friday night the customer allegedly came back to the auto shop and did the unthinkable.
Lit the place on fire. He had another person with him, and that wasn't cool at all.
The video shows the two men get out of the car. One gets back inside while the other one starts to pour what looks like gasoline on the ground. You can see the other man inside the car light up what looks to be a piece of paper and then hands that to his partner.
Lit it, throw it on the building, and they got on.
With flames starting to grow, Hatcham says luckily a customer driving by saw the fire and called 911. The fire did do some damage to the front of the building, but it could have been worse. Meanwhile, he has this message for the two.
It's just I want this guy off the street because, he could really hurt somebody out here. And I'm glad that he did it to me because I'm going to be after this guy and I'm going to make sure that this guy is locked up. The police is after him. They came in, they took fingerprints. The police is after him.
Reporting on Detroit's East Side, Larry Spruill, Local 4.
Liam. Hey, buckle up.